There you go.
Nope, I'm not ready.
Redo.
Try again.
Hold on.
No, not for. I'm ready this time.
Oh no!
So loud.
It's been chaotic.
It's been fun.
It's been fun and chaotic. You guys will see what we're talking about in a little bit.
That's not me on tapping.
You guys will hear a lot of tapping.
He's okay. Let's let him sit over there.
He's like, what? Why are you banning me from the table?
So we got a phantom and a panic.
They're the same people.
And a roller of time.
That's how he rolls.
How are you guys doing? Let's see. Okay. Everything good? You guys can see everybody, right? We're good.
Yep, everything is good.
All right, awesome.
Except that the mic is almost taller than I am.
Yeah, it's fine. Here, let's move this over a little bit.
No, now I really do look short.
But now everybody can hear you now.
God, I really have to sit up tall.
Oh my eyes, it burns.
What burns? Is the light?
Can't complain. Also, in real life gaming tonight, question is which Fanic is actually gaming?
Shut up, Phantom.
The wreath is not centered.
No, it's not centered today.
What?
The wreath. That's how we center the camera normally.
Yeah, that's how we figure out. I keep looking over there.
I know. I keep thinking the camera's there too.
So I'm not even gonna look at the camera. I'm gonna look at the
I'm gonna look down.
computer.
Chat.
So today we're playing a Cthulhu game, which is named Cthulhu. That's all it's called.
What's that? Hostra Vista, baby.
Right here. This one right there. And
nope, can't see him yet.
there you go. So we're playing this. It's a semi-cooperative tile laying ritual destroying card game. Adventure. It's a whole bunch of different things. No, Lenny's face is burning my face.
That was Time Roller.
Time Roller says, that's fine.
It is pretty hot.
So, this is based off another game.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
So
they can't see you because the mic is.
So this is based off of another game called Zombies. You know more about it than I do, so you can talk about that one.
Me?
Yeah.
You fight zombies.
It's the same game, but you fight zombies.
And there's a bunch of expansions with different stuff.
So everything's gonna happen in turn order in a round. We're going to do things specifically on the turn the blah 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 blah.
The turn round.
Yeah. So we're gonna do steps on each of our turns.
Yep.
And I believe there's a whole bunch. There's 10 steps per turn.
Oh my god.
Really?
I'm already done with this game.
Oh wow.
But it's
Why'd
a
you
lot.
buy something complicated?
It's a lot easier.
No.
It's
we can count
Tentacles?
it's a lot easier than I'm making it out to be.
That's why.
Oh my god. That's great.
But each round we're gonna draw a tile, and then we're gonna place it down wherever it can fit. We're basically, are we in Arkham? Where are we?
No, we're in another town.
I don't know where we are.
It's on the back.
I want to say it's
Kingsport.
Kingsport. Okay,
It's in that universe.
we're in Kingsport. Yes, it is a city
What?
in that universe.
Oh. Oh, it's from the chair.
Well, let's go ahead and just get to the table so you can see what we're doing.
Yeah. Where's the treats?
The treats are behind
there?
that.
Okay. Just in case.
Zombies is the Congo line game. Conga.
Conga line?
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know. Is that a company, or are you trying to
Where do we start?
Maybe because they're all a bunch of zombies were lined up.
Maybe. We're all gonna start on the starting tile, which is the church.
Okay.
So the game comes with these little tokens.
There's 3 dudes and 3 ladies.
Little characters, minis, and I don't know where exactly we start, but
We can start anyway.
I will let you guys
Every
choose.
place is a pawn, and on the church tile in any space inside the building. We're inside of it currently.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's what we're doing.
I didn't know which dog it was.
That's no moon. No, it's not. Are you talking about the moon circle here?
Oh, it's a moon.
It's a moon.
Alright, we have everything else we need.
Okay, first thing we're going to do on our turn is to pull a tile. So we're going to pull a tile. If it's a normal street tile, we're going to go ahead and place it down.
Why is Panic leaving? Come back. Oh, because the moon? Oh my god. I can't deal with
If
Panic.
you never played zombies, you don't have to kill them. Just let them follow you and they line up in a huge line behind you. No
I
danger.
mean, that's true.
I mean, that could happen today.
There's no zombies today. Hi.
No, but there are cultists.
These are dudes.
And these little flying...
They look like Fraggles.
Yeah, they do.
They look like those things from the labyrinth that take their heads off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what these guys look like. They're biakis. They're flying parrots. Parrots.
Flying parrots.
They're flying bears.
They're flying parrots. Like I said, we're going to draw a tile map and place it on the table. If it's a ritual site, then we do a whole nother step for that.
Yeah. Who's going first?
Okay, do you want to know what we have to do? Or are we just going to play it?
I mean, Jury doesn't know how to play.
It's the same as the zombies game.
Okay.
Do we start off with any...
Oh, Panic's like, no, really, I'm going to go play. Alright. Bye, Panic. Number one.
Number one.
So...
I didn't get to see his pee-pee.
Ooh, okay, so...
This is why we can't have nice things.
I get why you say number one. Because he's Panic number one.
Yeah.
So enemies are placed on all new tiles. So if the tile is a ritual site, cultists are placed in each square, except one. The Biyaki, or Scary Parrot, is placed in the last square.
You can do Scary Parrot.
If the tile is any other named building, pharmacy, or burial, or whatever, you're going to place one cultist in each interior square. Each square inside the building. Then place one bullet token or one life token, your choice, in each interior square. If the tile has no named building, place one Biyaki on the center square in the street. Why? That's horrible.
Yeah.
Why would we do that?
You know what you're gonna pull?
So we're not
epidemic card.
We're not doing cultists first. We're going straight for the scary parrot flying things.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what happens.
Oh, great.
Does one come out now?
No, it's all
No.
only on the new tiles, I believe.
Yeah.
So
Actually read the directions and made sure I pulled out the church in a 4-way intersection before I started shuffling.
So let's just get to it. We'll learn as we go.
Right.
So here's the first tile, and it is a bank.
Okay. Remember,
so
road's got a road.
Yeah, it's. Is it really a building though? Because
Yeah, it's a corner building.
I don't see a bank here.
Vance is here.
Well, wait a minute. There's two dashingly handsome gents. Two.
I know, I'm lucky.
How dare you?
You can come over and play 2 Baz, and then I'll have 3.
Alright, so I'm going to place this here, and I'm not sure exactly what to do now.
Hey Baz, guess what also I have? I have Leo over here too. And Leon. It's a good day for me.
So where's the bank, though? It says bank.
Yeah, the bank is the building. It's this here.
If it's like zombies, yeah. It's
Yeah,
the
we gotta
whole
place
building.
one.
The whole thing? Okay, that's a large bank.
See how this area doesn't have like a white around it? I think that means that's all the bank.
Should you place cultists in all of those spaces?
So if the tile is any other named building, place one cultist in each interior square inside the building, and place one bullet token or one life token.
Oh, you choose?
Yeah, in each interior square.
There you go. There's your people. You can choose.
So
the bullets and things.
So can we alternate? Can we do like a bullet?
It's up to you. This is your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna.
Do you have a max health? Is it 3 or max?
5.
Okay.
5 is max on everything, I think.
What? No, not on bullets, I don't think.
Oh, bullets are...
Sanity and hearts.
Bullets are infinite. So, let's go ahead and put a bullet here. A health here. Let's just do alternating stuff. Oh, this is going to move all over the place.
You put one in each square?
Yeah, it says... Right?
Place one bullet token or one life token in each interior square.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's giving you a lot here.
Do the bullets still augment your die roll?
Yeah.
Is it only the attack one or is it?
No, that's not you.
Madness one. Oh, you shut my phone off. You don't even like that.
He's like, you're on stream. Leon, go get down, stupid. No, he does not want to play with you.
Okay. Dude.
So not only do we have scary flying parrots attacking, we have
flying Leons.
Yeah.
We have Leons. Oh, hey.
Come sit beside me. You want a treat? I'll get treats on. You know how you get treats. Why are both of you following me? Oh God! Help!
Oh!
Leon's like, I heard treats.
No,
if you want one.
Everyone better looking.
If you want one, stop.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's yours. Go sit down.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Leah. That's yours.
Alright, so that's...
This is why we get cats.
No, this is not why we get cats.
Cats would be even worse. They'd be all over the table.
Yeah, look at Time Roller.
Okay, so I don't have to combat anything because I'm not in a square with anything.
You haven't moved either.
Well, we're going through the list here.
I know.
Something moved into your square afterwards.
So, combat any cultist in my current space I don't have. Draw back up to 3 event cards. I already have 3. Make a movement roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So movement rolls are
where you move.
So when you roll 1 6-sided die, add your current health. The result is the number of squares you can move. Okay, so your health augments the movement. So we'll go ahead
So
and
you keep rolling 2s, you ain't moving very far. Like that.
Like that. So my health is at 3, so I move 5.
Well, that's handy. I like that.
What's different?
What color am I?
Zombies.
You're blue.
I'm blue.
Way to augment the movement.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to be right in the thick of everything.
How do you get in the building?
Not like that. God. What is that with you? Stop.
Oh, man.
I know, it's the UPS guy. Stop. You're not going out there. Come on.
Where's that email?
Yeah, where's the email we have now?
I need an emote wall.
Oh, no, I'm going to take it.
I haven't put a jump scare thing yet. I need to. That says, for the love of Canadian Jesus, why in the bluest of blue hell is that dog barking?
Canadian Jesus?
Your guess is as good as mine.
You're the UPS guy.
He heard a car outside.
Sit. When you calm down, you get your leash off. That's the deal. Sit. Good. See? That's all you gotta do.
Oh, no. The other dogs are outside, too.
Ooh. Okay. Draylen's first bark scare. Oh, yay.
Oh.
Yeah, time rollers are right on it. After moving, roll a 6-sided die. You must move that number of cultists 2 spaces each, if you can.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Don't you dare. Not you too.
He's like, but a must. Quit. Thank you. Stop talking to me.
You may only move onto road and named building spaces. All other spaces are off limits. You may move into or out of named buildings through any squares. Scared Leo.
He's like, oh shit, I'm sorry.
Oh, he sees the other dogs. This is the dog
This is
stream.
normal.
Oh, it's a car.
Give that puppy something for his mouth. He just got a treat.
All right, so I rolled another 2.
I did this. I rolled like 4 2s before the stream.
Yeah.
So is it up to 2?
No, you have to move 2 if you're moving the cultist.
I think they move up to 2 spaces each.
Yeah, 2 spaces each. Okay.
Just make sure you're going out the door.
Yeah.
The door?
Yeah, that's what we were trying to figure out.
There is no door. You can move in and out of the building through any square.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. I literally just read that.
Oh, good.
Oh, I was jump scared.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh god, he's using my fur as a pillow.
So 1, 2. Oh, jeez.
I know, this is one thing I hate about this game.
So you're moving them. Okay, 2 cultists, 2 spaces. Okay.
Yeah.
Up to 2.
Yeah. Each movement for the cultist is 2 spaces. This die shows you how many you have to move. Can they be in the same spot?
Yeah, because that's how. If you start your turn, you have to fight it.
Yeah.
Can they be in the same space?
That's
Player
where Pokemon's at.
Not in this stream.
They're barking.
Yeah,
They
right.
use growl. It's super effective.
Shut up. You jump scared too.
I just looked at you.
Apparently not. You got a clip.
Yeah.
So each space may contain only 1 cultist and 1 Byakuya at a time ever. So there's only one per space.
Time Lord says they can't be in the same. The enemies can't be in the same space.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
only
that's what
1
you're
per
looking at?
space. So if it moves
So the
into my
cultist
space,
Shut up. Nobody asked you. I was asking a question.
so I already moved that one.
Yeah.
So I'll move
Oh,
1, 2.
Hey, whole card.
So I moved my peoples. After moving cultists, move each Byakuya from its current tile to any space on any adjacent
Yes.
tile. Oh, hey!
Leo.
He's like, wait, this is not the right person.
We hear dogs out there.
So, fun... Oh,
Dude.
It's fine.
Yeah, there's dogs out there. You're not getting them.
He's like,
This is what he does lately. If he sees a bird outside or anything, he comes and gets me like, dude, there's something outside. Let's go.
so this is what I don't understand here. After moving cultists, move each Byakuya from its current tile to any space on any adjacent tile.
okay.
There may only be 1 Byakuya per square. If a cultist is also present on a Byakuya space when it moves, the cultist goes with it.
Oh, it's carrying it.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're like
So this
piggyback.
So this thing actually would fly to spaces. Oh, that's cool.
Yes, Leo and Leon are here, Ryan. We thought it would be fun. It was great. No. Drew asked, was Leo coming? And I was like, I don't know. I can ask.
I just asked if we were going to have the other dog here.
It's
This
fantastic. See, look, he's adorable.
So at the very end, you signify your end of turn by discarding a card
Don't
if you
you
want.
get any ideas?
Okay. And you always draw up to 3 at the beginning of your next turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you only play 1 per round?
Yeah.
Yep, just like zombies.
Okay, I'm not going to discard anything. I like my cards. So,
My turn?
yeah.
Yay!
And we can play them at any time, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Until the start of your next turn?
All right, so that's a normal street.
Yeah, nothing special.
Okay, so you put the big scary parrot bird in the very middle.
Yay, we get a parrot bird.
Parrot bird scare.
No, that's not a scare on our channel yet.
That's what it says on here, so that's what it says.
Okay.
An unnamed building.
Yep.
Now
Now what do I do?
Tile has no name building. Place 1 Byakuya on the center square and street.
He is there.
That's it.
I
So
roll.
now you don't have to combat.
Nope.
You roll for movement.
Okay.
Plus add your health.
Okay.
So you can move 7.
5, 6. I want to hang out with this guy.
Ooh.
Tentacleo.
No, he should not have tentacles.
If you land on a
all I
space,
can think about is that story before stream.
so you must stop and roll for combat if you land on a space occupied by a enemy. So you have to do combat. So because it is a cultist, you don't have to roll for sanity.
Is that in your movement too?
It doesn't. It doesn't if you defeat it.
Okay.
You can continue if you do defeat it. So combat.
What do I have to roll? 4, 5, or 6, right?
Hold on. Cultist combat. If you roll a 4, 5, or 6, you kill the cultist. If it is moving the board and you draw a relic. If you roll 1, 2, or 3, you must either forfeit a life token or spend enough bullets tokens to raise.
I just spent a bullet.
Okay.
Do you have to be in the same square as a player to play a card on that player?
I don't think
Why?
so.
What are you doing to me?
It just says the cards can be played anytime.
Really?
Okay, so you play The Flesh Betrays You. Automatic. Keep this card in front of you. Your maximum health is 4 for the rest of the game.
I don't even have 4 health now.
That's that. So that's you.
Yeah, well, I took the cultist out, and that was the end of my movement anyways. I had to spend a bullet.
Okay, so you did defeat a cultist, so I believe you
I get a relic card.
you get a relic card.
Okay. Stop breathing.
Do we get to see her relic card?
No, I don't think so.
Leo, stop.
So I'm not sure.
What do we do next?
I don't know if you get anything else for defeating a cultist.
I only get 1, right? 1 relic card.
Yeah, just 1. If you kill the scary parrot bird, you get 2.
If you just push it up, Dre, it'll go up. Yep, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, because Leon's face.
All right. So that's it for you, I think,
Yeah.
right? So
Now I
you
just
have
to
the.
move. Or no, I already moved. I gotta move the.
Yeah, you have to roll for the cultist.
Oh no.
6. You have to move 6 of them, up to 6.
Is she allowed to move this one too?
That's after the cultist
Oh
movement.
my god, that's so bad.
Nice. So you gotta roll another dice for those dudes?
No, they move automatically.
Oh. That's cool.
1, 2.
Primero made a spicy sausage and egg biscuit for lunch. Ooh.
1.
There's plural.
Does it up to 2? Can I keep it
No,
with you?
it's 2,
It's
but
2,
I think that it stops on encountering a player.
Okay. Well, that's what we're doing now. Alright, everybody's moved except for the big bird. Don't pet me. I'm as tall as Leo right now. This is ridiculous. Alright, now the bird's gotta move. Do I roll for him too?
No, you don't. You just move him.
He just moves to the next center space.
Says it moves after the cultist. Player moves each Byakuya from its current tile to any space on any adjacent tile.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't have to be the center of the next tile. Okay, so he's gonna go there.
Dude.
Actually, no, he's gonna go here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Huge.
I see.
That's not cool.
It's a bird.
Oh.
It's not a camel.
It's still alive.
I'm so excited to get to play with my camel this week.
Is Laura the enemy?
I'm always the enemy.
All right, so that's I
did
guess.
my thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's it for you.
Why
You
is she
get.
trying to kill you guys? Because that's what I do. I don't want them to win.
So you're allowed to discard a event card if you would like.
Right.
But discarding a card signifies the end of your turn.
Can I play a card too? At any point?
At any time, yeah. It says you can play them at any time.
Well, since Dre was mean to me, I'm gonna be nice to you. You can get a sanity.
Oh.
Did he lose his sanity?
No, but he gets to get another one.
Yay. Well, wait.
Oh, wait.
I'm
That's
up
right.
to
You
my
can't
limit.
get more than 5, can you? Oh, I just
No.
lied to you.
You can play it on yourself too, can't you?
Yeah. But you're up to 5
But I'm
also.
up to 5 too.
You can't do it.
All right, you know what? I'll play this card instead.
If it's like Zombies was, you can play a card once per round, and a round is from the start of your turn to the start of your next turn.
Yeah, so you can't play a card until your next turn.
Which is next.
Which is now.
Yeah.
After this. All right, we're all going to gain a health. I didn't want to play that because you gave me that, but you're a jackass.
Oh, thank you. You're not back. You are back now.
Yeah, I know.
So that's extra movement for us, too. So that's great.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's gross. It's like bookworms.
Bookworms?
Inside that guy's hand.
Yeah.
Gross.
It's like the worm from the labyrinth, but demented. Good boy.
Alright, so I gotta draw a city tile now?
Yep.
You did shuffle, right?
Do you want to discard any of your cards, or are you keeping all of them?
No, I'm going to keep them.
Because your next turn you draw them.
Yeah.
You said I do shuffle?
Yeah, I shuffled them.
Oh. That's what I shuffle them too. I got a corner.
Oh my gosh. I'm the only one that's, like, gotten anything good.
Alright, so is this yours?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a bird. Scary pepper.
Even on that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And these things are going to be coming out.
Oh, hello. I got you.
Alright, roll for movement.
Yep.
I'm supposed to draw up 3.
Yeah, you draw up to 3.
Wait.
4 plus your 4, you get 8 movement.
Oh.
But you're not going to be able to move very far.
You're welcome.
2, 3. Leo!
Now, you can fight it, and if you defeat it, you can continue moving.
Okay. So that was what? 1, 2, 3.
That was 3. You have to roll a 5 or 6 to defeat it.
Oh, it's a 5 or 6? So
Yeah.
6
There you go. So you defeat it, you get
So I keep
2
it
relic
here,
cards.
or does it go back to the pool?
I think it goes back. I don't think you get any points for it.
Really? Kept my cultist. It's my friend. You get 2. No, you get 2 of these.
So relics and tiles are
Sit.
victory points.
Oh, okay.
Relics and tiles. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, neat. I like that. That's pretty cool artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So
You
that
get to
was
keep
3.
moving.
4, 5, 6, 7. Do I have to use all my movement?
No.
I'm gonna wait right there.
Alright, now... I wish this was like a little card here. They should have
I'm
had a
gonna
little
make
card.
one.
You could make one, but...
Yeah.
Now you have to roll like 6-sided die if you don't do anything else.
Oh, I was supposed to roll for madness on that thing, right?
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you lose one.
Lost a brain. So madness on that thing. That's right. Okay. So now you roll to move cultists.
Mm-hmm.
Move 2 cultists, 2 spaces.
Yep.
They can move off of players, right?
Says if possible, cultists may move in any direction of your choice, though they may not move diagonally. Cultists may move out of and into spaces containing Byakhee. Doesn't say anything about actual players.
If it's like they did zombies, you can move them out of the spaces too.
Yeah, I mean, it's by the same creators. I would guess
Yeah.
it's that way. Yeah, what's wrong?
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about them in player spaces.
You still have had a shatter.
1, 2.
I know you're gonna do it. Just do it.
What?
You were gonna put 2 in the space with me, weren't you?
1, 2. Do they have to move 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to move 2 spaces.
Okay. Alright.
You're just opening up all those bullets and health for me.
Then I'm gonna play a card. Party Crashers. Add 2 Byakhee to any 1 tile.
What?
Why?
Oh wait, I don't. Oh, I already did it. Okay, I'm doing it now anyway. I kind of screwed up though.
Wow.
I meant to play it after my turn. Because now that they're getting ready to move, because I didn't move the Byakhee yet.
Yeah.
I messed that order up. Oh well. Okay. So then these all move to an adjacent tile.
Yeah.
These will go there. And then these are gonna go. Oh crap! Here.
Ooh, that was a great.
That's unfortunate. I messed up.
That was a good mistake.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Tyler said something.
They have to stop if they enter a player space.
Who do?
The cultists, the bad guys, have to stop if they enter a player space. Where does it say that?
Oh.
I'm like Tyler knows the rules. I don't read it.
Yeah,
I didn't read it in there.
I read this whole thing and
Can't move through, he says. Oh. Leo. No.
Come on.
Yeah, it should say that on here, but it doesn't. Yeah, I wonder why it doesn't say that on here. It should. I mean, it's something that's going to happen.
Yeah. So what's happening?
I don't know.
That was my attention span. 2.
It really should say that. It's nowhere on here. It's probably
somewhere where it shouldn't
additional rules and clarifications. No.
Leonardo. No.
No. Yeah, I don't see anywhere on here. I mean, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 pages of rules.
Yeah.
I
mean, we can play it that way. It's fine.
Yeah, we can play that way, but that means the Byakhis don't move.
Oh, that's true.
And that means the cultists don't move either.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah,
Alright, well, let's play it back that way.
Can I see the book thing?
You mean the paper?
Oh, yeah.
Paper.
The one sheet of paper.
Wait, well, that one was there, right? I don't remember which ones were where.
I tried looking up this game on the internet. I could not find it, and I had to put in the actual the company that makes it in order to find this. So it's not readily like looked up or popular or anything.
No, they're kind of.
Just to get the box art on there was like looking through needles of Cthulhu games.
Yeah, they're kind of on their own.
I mean, if they're independent, that's fine too. I mean, it's not a horrible game.
Man,
It's.
pause off.
I have thing against people like when they make a game and they make a rule book that doesn't specify things that can happen.
I know on their website they got a bunch of FAQs for zombies game. I didn't see any for this for common stuff like that.
I didn't either. Hey, honey.
You have this game, right? Did he say he had this game?
Time roller?
I know the players have to stop. Oh, does he? Okay.
I don't know. He says he's got the rules, but you might just have it from the
Players
internet. Oh, hey! Yeah, players have to stop. That's the only thing that I read.
Oh, I just took your collar off. Bye.
He's like, oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, I know players have to stop when they come up to a cultist or a scary parapbird.
Well, I put everything back where it was in case.
It's up to you guys how you want to play it.
We can be ruthless like that and play it.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
I mean, if you really think about it,
Why wouldn't they want to hang out?
why wouldn't they
destroy
want to
people?
destroy you?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Why would they fly off?
Yeah, if you're there, they're not going to go, oh, you're cool, I'm out.
I mean, they might.
So we can just play it that way.
Alright. Sounds good to me.
It's a little bit more cutthroat and and I think that's the way Cthulhu would want it to be played.
Yeah, speaking of
What would
him.
Cthulhu do?
That's what we're gonna say from now on. What would Cthulhu do? But we're gonna play it that way.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start my turn with a bunch of BS on my board.
Did you want to discard anything? You're good.
No, I'm good.
So I'm gonna have to go ahead and pull the witch house. Awesome.
So the dirt paths and the roads go together.
Can they?
Yes, I specifically read that.
Okay. I can put it right here, but it's
Yeah.
gonna close off the whole thing.
No, it's fine because that one's closed off too.
Oh, look! It's the glare of the moonlight.
It's perfect for the witch house.
Yeah. Which house? That house?
That house.
Oh.
That one.
So do these count as a space in the building?
Yep. It's a building.
What are you trying to do?
No, I
Oh,
was doing those.
I thought you were
You're
reaching for it.
fine.
Here you go.
I have more stuff over here.
Okay, so a whole bunch of crap is happening.
You need 2 more.
Okay. I forgot we had this many over here.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, we're gonna run out of these things really quick.
There's a lot of them.
We got
So
all the ones with all the sets we got that crown, that pole, and something.
I know, that's so cool.
So let's go ahead and put some health.
Oh yeah, you get to put random stuff out now.
Yeah. Some more bullets. I think bullets are important. Of course, I'm not going to get to them, but
Is that? Let me look right here. Are bullets only for combat?
yeah.
I don't think
can't
you can-
use insanity rolls.
Yeah, I don't think sanity rolls are
I
affected
don't think
by
you
it.
can shoot yourself and be sane.
Look, shoot it up in the sky like people do right now.
Okay, so the problem here is that I'm
Or
on a space with a
Friday.
cultist and a Byakhee, so I have to fight the big scary bird first.
Yeah, that's true.
But first I need to make a sanity roll.
Yeah, there's constant
So-
gunshot around here.
I got a 3. Did I pass or did I fail?
For what? The...
Sanity?
I think you said a 2 or lower is a fail.
That was 1, 2, or 3 was...
It's for combat.
Roll 1 or 2, you lose 1 sanity. So 3.
Okay, 3 I'm
Oh,
okay.
come
Cool.
on!
So let's fight Byakhee first. I got a 6. It is
Kills it.
it is dead, so I get 2 cards.
2 cards.
Now I have to fight the cultists. Cultists do not need a
No sanity
ooh.
check. And 4, 5, or 6.
Here we go. I'm rolling really good.
Don't say that.
5, got him, and I get 1 more relic card. Okay, now I can do my movement. Do I want to play anything though? No, because I didn't really do anything bad. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll for movement. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, that sucks.
No, I think it's okay. So I got a 1 plus 4. I get to move 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That seems a little broken. Actually, I can't move.
Yeah, I was like, you could be fighting some stuff.
So
you can just
1,
skip through
2,
this
3,
church.
4. And
This
I'm
is
gonna have
vain.
to fight again.
They fixed that like on zombies. You just got a D6 roll, and that could be crappy.
We have a D6 roll on here.
Oh yeah, so like in our chat, people can actually roll for
Players can occupy the same
us.
space.
Yeah. That might be bad.
Yeah, so we should have a thing where the chat rolls for us.
That would be cool.
But they have a reroll channel point thing to do that.
This is true.
Okay, now I have to fight this guy.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and fight this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I still have 1 more movement. So, I failed. 2.
My coffee's all the way across the table.
I'm gonna use 2 bullets to up it to 4. I believe that is a win.
Yep.
So I get another relic.
Relic order.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, I'm getting all of them.
Can I have my coffee in the middle of your turn?
Yeah.
I couldn't have my coffee
So
over here.
I can't pick up
Trey
this-
and Leo and Leon.
I can't pick this up because I'm at max. But I'm gonna move 1 more. And I'm gonna fight this guy.
Oh, it must be nice to be at max at 5 and not 4.
6.
It is.
So I killed this guy.
Your skin.
So I killed another one.
The worms out.
And
Worms alone.
I'm gonna take this bullet and a relic card. Thank you. Let me see what the rule. What are the rules on relics? Like, what? Are you allowed to have?
I don't think there's a limit because you get points for relic
Yeah,
cards.
so it's set collecting also.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
How many are there?
There's
Wow.
5 different types. To close a ritual, you need 3 of the 5.
Oh, we got a few different. Okay.
So I'm good. I'm ready for a ritual. If that says anything.
I don't want to be sacrificed. Excuse me.
So players can occupy the same space.
What ends the game?
3 rituals come out. There's 3 rituals in the deck. If we
throw all 3 out.
Yeah, if we close all 3, then we win. If all 3 are lost, then we lose. Yeah. We have to empty the ritual tiles completely.
Oh.
And if we try to and we lose, then the ritual is complete.
Oh, so if somebody dies in that area?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool.
Sacrifice.
Extra drooly.
So, sucky part is that I'm going to have to move 6.
There you go.
I'm going to have to move 6.
Oh, God, there's so many people in my space. Come on.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's 1, 2, 3. 4, 6. I think I did that wrong.
No, I was watching you. Yeah, Leo.
So that was 6 cultists, 2 spaces, right?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can't move anymore.
Yeah.
So I have to move these Byakis. So,
except for the one.
What's up, Byaki?
You better do it, I swear.
so he's like, hey, I saw your red from down the street.
Oh, man.
I heard you were a labyrinth fan.
I saw your red jacket. Okay, what's next? I moved.
You can discard.
I can discard if I want.
Or whatever.
No. I think I'll be okay. I am done. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom because this coffee is going right.
Oh, great! Now I gotta take my turn by myself.
Yes. Well, you have the rules over there.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I have to. No, don't you leave me. Okay, yeah, I do draw first.
What'd you get?
Curiosity shot.
Oh, curious. There's 2 things there.
Yeah. Oh. Huh.
And a what? Antiquities.
I was getting you to do a word. Good job. Can you? Do I get to choose which building things go in? Oh, hi, Leo.
I think there are 2 buildings.
Or do I have to put them all out?
More. There are 2 shops.
No, you cannot eat the die.
I guess it's like a card.
Yeah.
Placing that.
Where? I mean, it says put it in the building spots, so. Boop. Boop. Alright, now I gotta fight this thing in my space. Oh my god, all the things. I gotta roll for sanity. Do I fight the big bird first?
Anytime you begin turn on the same place as a cultist or a Byaki,
well, I have both of them in
you
my
must fight
space.
the Byaki first.
And I don't have to roll for sanity for that.
You do.
I do?
Yeah, you fight the bird guy first.
Okay.
You don't have to roll sanity.
Okay, I got a
You're
4.
not crazy.
Alright, so actually I fight it now.
Fight
Oh,
the bird.
that is terrible.
You need a 5 or 6 to kill the bird.
Oh my god.
You got bullets for it.
No, I rolled a 2. I have 2 bullets.
You lose a heart.
Yeah.
You could use a heart to reroll.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I can only have so many hearts. Oh my god, why is it getting worse?
You may not voluntarily leave combat as Time Roller said. You have to fight.
Oh my god, this is so bad. I'm gonna be the first one.
Alright,
to
so
go.
now you cannot use a heart to reroll if it is your last heart.
You just die.
You just die, yeah.
Yeah, I have 1 more heart. Hang on. Oh no, that's not what it is.
Hey!
6. Okay, so you kill it.
That's the wrong.
Awesome.
I'm trying to kill the thing for you, you jackass.
know.
So you get 2 relics, and I'm gonna
die.
play this really quick to help you out. Lucky us. All players gain 1 health.
Oh, that's lucky.
See, I'm helping.
I mean, I helped at the beginning.
Go
Drew
ahead.
was the one that was a jackass.
True.
I mean, Trey.
Well, give me that card back.
No! I did it earlier.
Give me that damn card back.
Gosh.
Give me that freaking card back.
No, I want my help. I want to live. Okay, now I'm gonna fight this other thing that's in my stupid spot, and I have to roll for sanity for that.
No.
No.
Just a weird looking thing.
Just the birds. Oh my god.
2.
4, 5, or 6 to beat it.
No.
Oh wow.
This is so bad. I'm gonna die first.
Oh,
No.
5.
Not yet.
So the funny thing is, Cthulhu isn't even out here. So you get a
So I only get one relic.
You only get
right?
one relic.
Okay.
Good thing is you can move into the building and grab that.
Have we even rolled for movement? No.
No, you have to
because
fight first.
Yeah.
I'm finished fighting.
You gotta fight for your right to move.
To move? Oh my god, I get to move 2 spaces. This is ridiculous.
That's in 1 space.
You can move in and then out.
No, I want to move away.
Go
Because
in the
fuck
corner.
y'all. Yeah.
Behind the corner.
It's like I have to heal myself. I just gave you a damn heart, and you just went ahead and
Alright, now I have to roll to move them.
Has it.
Yeah.
She kept it.
Yeah, I kept it, kind of.
4.
Oh yeah.
Now remember, you have that side over there too.
But you also have that side over there.
Yeah.
Don't forget Eastern Coast.
I have options. How many am I moving for?
Yeah. That's 2.
3.
That's 3.
3.
I moved
Oh
that
yeah.
one.
3.
So does that mean I can go? Well, he's not going to go that way though. Well, I mean, he might.
No, you've already moved.
I moved 3.
Oh, we have
I have
buildings
4.
and buildings, too.
Oh, son of a bitch! I didn't even do that.
You can't move that
Why?
because it has to be. He's moving through buildings. He's not that much of a cultist.
Why?
He's just a guy in a robe.
There you go.
You give him too much credit.
Yeah, I need thingy toes.
Yeah, but which ones? You have 6 to put out.
Can brains go out? How do you get brains back?
I don't think you can.
Brains.
Just anything? It doesn't matter?
Yeah, just give me 6 things.
Okay, well, since you guys...
4.
Oh wow, you lose the game if you lose all your brains. You're out.
Do you just go back to the main tile?
You're gone.
No, you dead.
You're dead.
Like, completely out of the game?
If your starting sanity ever drops below 1, okay, so when you die, you must have less. When a player runs out of sanity tokens, you skip the rest of your current turn for combat in the current square, moving cultists in that. At the start of your next turn, collects 1 less sanity token. Then okay, so you can go crazy 5
I'm
times.
supposed to draw all these stupid cards.
So you just gain 1 more on the start of your next turn?
You lose 1.
Why would I want to do that?
I think you get your sanity, but if you go insane, you lose your turns, and as the next turn, you draw 4 brains. If you go insane again, your next turn you draw 3 brains.
Oh, it's giving you a lot of leeway.
Yeah.
Okay. It's your turn.
So I guess you can't lose. You can't get it back.
This game really needs a reference
Helpy card.
guide. Yeah.
We put it on. Record a YouTube video on how to play. Then however you guys say to play will be how it's played.
Yeah, we're gonna play, alright?
I mean, we can always reach out to these guys or
Be like,
ladies
hey, you need a damn reference card.
and say, hey, we got this game and
We got questions.
we have questions. If you want to come on stream and show the world.
If we do that, then you have to come on again.
I really like these guys.
I know you do. You're the one that introduced
So do I draw
us.
before I fight?
You draw a tile first.
Combat, then draw cards. Okay.
The building tile that I drew had 2 buildings.
2 buildings?
Yeah, it was a building here and a building here.
Okay, but it's still a named card.
I know.
Curiosity Shop.
Yeah, this one has a name too, though. I had to place people in both buildings. That was cool. Oh, sorry. What is happening? Oh my gosh. What's the ritual say?
Oh, this game's no longer supported by them? Oh, weird.
Oh. We have a special game.
Rare.
Oh, wow.
It's worth millions of dollars now.
Oh no, I opened it.
You opened it?
All right, what happens
Did they
when
really
we close?
remove it? I wonder why. It must be for the Cthulhu rights or
Cultists?
something.
References?
Or the cultists did it.
I don't know.
Or people are afraid of the flying, scary parrot monsters.
The player fills 8 of the 9 squares of his or her choice with cultist, and then you gotta put a bird out.
A bird out?
Yeah.
Oh.
1 bird and everything else.
And these don't move off, they stay here. Stop it. I'm running out of roads.
I see that. Sorry. What was the question?
You place.
At the end of the turn, do these guys actually, are they able to move off as well? Like,
Yeah.
They can fly out?
Yeah, they can move. But it makes it easier to close the ritual.
Yeah. I got 2 of the dudes here.
Yeah.
So if there's only 1 dude on there?
1 bird dude.
If there's only one, there's only 1 bird dude, and the rest get all the cultists. Like I'm saying, if there's only 1 dude on there, when someone goes onto that tile, it's gonna make it a lot easier for whoever. There's a lot of cultists.
Yeah, if you die on there, then the ritual has been complete.
Okay, read the rules. The point is to move the cultists away from you. There's no point to moving them
Towards the players.
Towards the other players, right? I guess we're kind of working together.
Yeah, you kind of have to get the relics from the
You found me
cultist.
I was like, I know that sound.
The only way to get relic cards is through defeating the cultist.
Yeah.
So, I mean, technically, if you're moving cultists towards your opponents, you're kind of helping them out.
Yeah.
In a way.
Alright, now I gotta roll for sanity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so these guys can move off of the ritual site?
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. Oh, yeah, I did get close to the ritual. That's right, that's the first one I thought. Now I gotta fight it.
Oh, it says enemies cannot leave the tile.
On the ritual site? That's what I thought. It'd be like
Oh, wow.
Leon left me.
The enemies may move onto the tile at any time.
But they can't leave that ritual tile?
Yeah.
They're, even
Wow.
the devil bird.
Yeah.
You're fine. Stop.
If you die on 3 different locations,
That's insane.
I can take that away from you.
You gotta fight all of those guys?
1.
Oh,
2.
sorry. I wasn't giving you things.
No, I know you. Okay, then I gotta draw up to 3.
He's like, this is fun.
Like, I know how these work. You done with it?
So, the ritual tile cannot be placed on a road that closes off the last available street.
It's not the last
These are
one.
only
Yeah.
2 spots left.
Yeah, so we're gonna need either
Like, I could
4-way street or a 3-way street.
Yeah, because you couldn't place that there
Okay,
either.
So if you can't place a tile,
game over, man.
No.
discard it and draw a new
Discard
one.
it and you draw another one.
Okay.
It's like
What if you place a tile that closes it off? Is that... Alright, so I can roll for movement now. I can move 10.
Must be great.
That's amazing. Ah! Pow! What up, cultist? Yup. What did you have on you? Oh, that's pretty. 2.
You're not supposed to roll what you're saying.
There we go. I won't say it this time.
Yeah. Oh my god, you're gonna kill me.
Ooh, that's cool. So that was 2. 3. 4. Pew.
And you get a bullet.
You keep moving.
5. He's a bastard. Yeah.
Man.
God! Why is it so loud? I'm not dancing. You scared the shit out of me. God! Why is my dance a jump scare now?
6, 7, 8.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm good. Jump here too, Leo. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
9. Yeah, why not? I think it went back.
Oh my God, Drake,
And 10.
stop! You're making it worse.
Yeah, the game's not good if you have mild OCD.
I know.
It's like, ah!
When Chris and I were playing with you, I was like, oh my God, just please stop.
I'm gonna leave these over here. She'll probably use them.
Yeah.
So move cultist.
Mm-hmm.
One, 2.
Good boy.
And then this guy doesn't move off of here.
Nope.
I don't want to discard anything.
Ow, that's my arm. Come on, dog. No, you're not going that way. You go that way. Nope, not that way either.
I'm gonna discard. No, you fool!
Oh wow, you actually discarded that?
Yeah, I'm gonna play a card though.
Oh, oh, Merry Christmas.
Oh.
Your flesh betrays you.
Maximum health is 4. Okay. I mean, I'm at 5 now, so that means if I lose one, that's the max. So I can't gain anymore.
No.
Who's my happy baby? Oh!
I'm sure there's cards in here that remove.
I'm sure there is too. Should be.
Come. Sit.
He's like, what's wrong? What's up, little man? Hey, high five.
Go! Hi! Stop pulling me. No! Stop it!
Oh boy.
Stop.
What's this sound?
So there's not a lot of cultists out here.
No, they're all over here.
They're all hanging in that area.
There were some over here, but they
Okay. Oh, ritual site.
Okay, here we go.
That's not gonna happen.
Oh no!
yeah, just
That
cards and draw a
sucks.
new one.
Yeah.
I think at one point you reshuffle if you have to.
Yeah. If it ever empties, you just reshuffle it. Hey, this was exactly what I was talking about.
That's exactly what we need.
Just put a scary flying parrot dude there. Okay, he doesn't want to stay. He just wants to dance. I have no enemies in my area, so I'm gonna go ahead and reload.
Reloading.
Oh, he's like, hello.
Oh, yeah, he's a tank.
Oh god!
God, that was your head, stupid!
Okay.
Come on! Come here.
Alright,
Come here, stupid.
What does he want to play all of a sudden? Like,
Play. Come on. Come on. Go sit. Go. Don't you go back. Don't you shit. Oh, God. Come on. That's... Oh.
he gets super jealous when someone else is getting attention.
I have socks on. I'm sliding. Stop. He's not gonna bother you. You're so jealous. Come here. Why are you such a butt? Alright.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Dre took
Oh,
his entire
hey!
turn. Not your.
Yeah,
And you just did that.
I picked up a tile.
Yeah.
I picked up a card, and I got to roll for movement.
Good boy.
Oh man,
That's my boy.
this would have been good if I wasn't. Oh, I could probably fix that. Okay. I guess I'm gonna roll for movement. I've got 6 and 5. That's 11 movement.
Holy crap.
Wow. He fast.
I rolled a 2 last time.
All
My
right.
turn took
So I
2
mean,
seconds.
I'm gonna be doing a lot of fighting here.
I
So
see that.
I want to get all of that stuff up there, but I kind of want to get down that way. You know what? Yeah, I want to get down that way. So what I'm gonna do is play Elder Sign.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
What's that do?
Play this card to move past any number of enemies this turn without combat. You must still make sanity check against Byaku's.
That would be great.
So I'm playing that.
Is that just for you?
Just for me.
Okay.
So I get to move 11 without getting into combat. Do I really want to go through all that? Because that's all the stuff there.
You get bullets.
Yeah.
Maxed out.
And then you can come back through, maybe.
Or you can run over here.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm gonna use up most of my movement up here. Unless I want to start moving down that way.
I mean, well, you don't need the hearts. And you really don't need the bullets.
If I start moving down that way, and I'm worried though, because if I go and start fighting over there and I die,
Ritual complete.
then ritual will be complete. Yeah, and it's gonna really screw both me and everybody else.
Well, somebody's got to do it. Someone will do it if you don't do it.
He's like, I'm right here. I'm ready to screw it up.
So I'm moving 11.
That's the way you have to stop them,
1,
don't you?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh boy.
Are we allowed to high five if I go through your square?
Yeah, I guess so.
What do you both have? You both have guns, and one of you's shooting at the air. Oh no. One of you's pointing up. It's two guns?
It's the same picture.
It's dudes from the 20s wearing trench coats.
Yeah, I almost wore my trench coat and fedora on the way over.
Okay, so now I have to roll for movement. For the cultist. 3.
I'm in such a
1,
bad place.
2.
It's like getting stuck on an elevator.
1, 2.
Maybe I should listen to
1,
Ryan.
2. Sorry.
Are you
No. Then the Byaku moves, so let's go ahead and move him down here. I don't know if that's a good idea, but whatever.
It's so funny. I'm not used to Leo being in here, and I'm like, but Leon's right there. How is he moving in the other room?
You know what? I played my card after the draw phase, so I don't draw another one. So, moving cultist. So if any ritual site is empty of enemies, you place one cultist or Byaku on any square on that tile. But how would it be empty if...
I guess you have to kill them all in one go.
That's impossible.
Yeah, especially since I have 2 health.
That's what Time Roller's saying something in there about that.
And no purpose going to the ritual site without one of each relic, because you replace the enemies after you kill them. Really?
What's the point?
Oh,
I thought
you
you
just have to make it
take
to the middle?
but it says
I thought you took the tile out when you complete everything.
it just says if any ritual site is empty of enemies. Does that mean each square?
I guess the whole thing. I don't know. How do you defeat the ritual though?
You have to defeat everybody.
You have to kill everybody
makes
on the
sense.
tile, and then you get that tile because it's bonus points.
Yeah, but then on step 9 it says is if any ritual site is empty of enemies.
Leo's out.
You get to place one cultist or Byaku on any square on that tile. But if it's empty, that means you win it, right?
Yeah.
Defeat everyone, then discard one of each relic. I thought it was 3 different ones. Is it one of each? So 5?
Oh, we're getting raided.
Goblin raid.
That's Goblin.
2 hours delay tomorrow.
Whoa, that's a lot of goblin.
Oh, I have my
Emotes.
phone off.
I just got a text. They're gonna text, email, and call.
Yeah, everything at once. That's why I turned my phone off.
Master Goblin, welcome.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about you.
Yeah, we know who you are.
I was the one that commented on your the store that's in Atlanta, Georgia, saying that if we're close by.
Yeah.
So we are pretty close to Atlanta. Yeah, whenever we get around to going there, we will stop by the store there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was me on the Twitters. I think it was the Twitters.
Back page, third paragraph after sites. No.
Should have a time ruler in chat.
During a player's turn, when located on an empty ritual site, he or she discard. Player collects ritual site. If a player is defeated, if any players remain on a ritual tile that is sanctified or activated, they are immediately moved. It doesn't say anything about
what's sanctified.
Like sanitized, I guess.
When you clear it out.
When you cleared it out.
Sanctified. Is that what the relics are for? To sanctify or things?
Yeah, you discard 3 of the 5 relics. So there are 3 unique relics. This is really confusing.
Do that on each space?
I don't know.
No, it's just on the ritual site itself, like that middle space.
Is it the middle space?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, that's where the ritual space is.
But we have to clear it of all enemies.
That was my butt.
Dude, I'm like so confused.
Maybe it's just a middle space we have to clear. It looked cooler though within there.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be facing it.
Oh, wait a minute. He says...
Yeah, hold hands.
It says he or she may discard 1 of each relic type. There are 5... Wait, what?
What does this one do?
I don't understand what's going on here.
The whole title.
Read the whole card.
Oh, dude, this book is like...
It's so bad. I found typos
It is
in it
so
too, and I'm
bad.
like, oh my god.
It's not even a book, it's a paper.
No. There's a typo there.
This is all typos. I could have swore I read using 3 of the 5. Where the heck did I read that?
Time ruler
Back
says the
page?
whole tile.
It's all in that paragraph. So it's the back page.
I understand that. And I read it. I just don't understand it.
No,
So you have to have 1 of each now? Where did I read that you needed 3?
Enemies cannot leave the tile, but enemies may move onto any other tile. Not empty. To sanctify a ritual site, it must first be clear of all enemies. During a player's turn, when located on an empty ritual site, he or she may discard 1 of each relic. There are 5 types. The player collects the ritual site, which is worth 12 points at the end. If 3 ritual sites are sanctified, the players have saved it.
Okay.
So you still have to kill all the people on there?
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't kill them all in one turn, they reappear?
That seems a little too much. I honestly don't get any of that.
I can see if like the player goes on there. No, I guess if you die on there, then you get sent back.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, if any player remains on the ritual site, as sanctified or activated, they are immediately moved to the first street tile square outside of the ritual site.
Oh, so if you don't kill it all in one turn, you get booted out? That refills.
You don't sanctify the site at the end of your turn. You add 1 cultist and 1 parrot. Yeah. Yeah, but
Yeah, so you have to kill everything.
Wow.
At one turn. At one time.
It's a big movement, though.
Yeah.
huh?
Sorry, that was me again.
Steadfast, thanks for the follow.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez.
Which one is that? Oh, that's mine.
Wait, he didn't even wait until I put my arm down. He was just like,
Oh, God, you had to move me all the way back, you big ass.
yeah. This is worded so horribly. It's like,
No. He's not hurting mommy.
so now it says we have to remove. We have to discard 1 of each type. Whoa!
No, I'm fine.
Oh, hey. Yeah.
Come on. Sit.
No, you're still mine. You sit too. Alright, I can't read chat from here. If you don't sanctify the site at the end of the turn, you add 1 cultist and 1 parrot. Thank you for the follow.
Master Goblin Games,
to
thank you for following.
Beat it on the ritual site, taken over by cultists. If they do it 3 times, they win. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the problem is like I don't know where I read that you have to use 3 out of the 12.
So it has to be all 5.
Yeah,
It has to be
one
all
of each.
5. So this is like a ticket to ride sort of deal here.
Ooh.
Alright, whose turn is it?
I don't even know.
I think it's,
Weren't you? You were finishing your
This guy
turn.
moved- yeah, he moved there. He moved that guy there.
So
They
it
all
should be
moved.
my
It's your
turn.
turn.
Okay.
Did you want to discard any cards?
No.
Mm,
That's what I'm not getting. I read somewhere about the 3 out of the 5. And
I didn't read
Oh.
that, but then I thought maybe I misread.
Yeah, I don't get where that came from.
We'll go here.
I know I read it though. See, the wording here is just
What would you get? Library.
the library.
It's these if you want these or if you want something different.
See, when it says if a ritual site is ever empty, I'm assuming automatically as a gamer that the whole tile has to be empty.
Yeah.
Like that's what it says to me.
If it's yeah. If it's empty and not sanctified, then it's full.
Now, if it would say, you know,
No, you don't
if a
sanctify
ritual-
it, you only put a parrot and a cultist back out.
Oh.
So there would only still be 2 people there.
So 2 go back.
Yeah, just 2.
Okay.
And then once everything is off and you sanctify it, the tile goes to that person because it's 12 points at the end.
12 points. I like 12. Time Miller says yes, but I don't know what he's yesing.
Alright, I did that. I gotta fight this guy.
Hello, sorry we're late in saying hello. Thank you for the shout out. No problem. Like I said earlier,
Sandy for cultist there.
I was the one that responded to your tweet. Or I didn't respond, but I replied about the Master Goblin Game Store in Atlanta, Georgia. I hope it's in Atlanta, Georgia, because that's what I think Atlanta is.
Drew
But
is correct, but he is confusing himself.
Yeah,
I am totally confusing myself, and I do that all the time.
Yeah, I thought
So
the guy
it's in Atlanta? That's cool.
Yeah, it's a really nice place. They have some photos of the inside.
So number 2 is a good movement.
Atlanta, Georgia, yes. So we are close by. We're about 2 hours away from there, and we've always been talking about going to the aquarium down there. So if we're ever down there, we will make sure to stop by.
Yes. 4, 5, or 6, so you're just good. You've been getting this.
Maybe take some pictures by a game specifically from Master Goblin Games.
Oh, I have to roll. I was like, okay. That was all my movement. Now I'm gonna move the bad guys.
We're in South Carolina. So
Yes.
that is a neighboring state, I believe. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Did we really all have to think about that?
Yeah, we do.
No.
We were talking about it the other day. I don't remember our exit from our last place we lived at. I don't remember the exit number anymore.
Oh, wow. That didn't take long.
And we lived there like forever.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's because you don't think about it while you're there. You know, your brain already knows. Your muscle memory and everything teaches you where you have to be just based on sight. So now that we're away from there, it's like,
Why would I want to do that?
I don't know what exit it is, so I can never go back.
Never
No.
go back.
No,
You
we-
probably recognize it. It gets weird when you go back to a place like you grew up at or you're there for a while. Stuff starts.
I mean, we have Google Maps, so I'm kind of being a little too dramatic about it.
Okay, I'm good now. My turn is over.
What the heck did you do?
There's a bird in your space.
There's a bird in my space. So there's no point in even going there, honestly, because I don't have. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even have.
Well, you got 2 things there to fight, so that'll be 3
yeah.
cards there.
I mean that works. So it's not my turn though.
I don't know.
Whose turn is it?
It's yours now.
Ooh, anyways.
2 hours away is not bad. Well, we can't wait to see you.
Yeah, we plan on going to the aquarium.
You could see the Coca-Cola Museum, aquarium, and now board games. Yeah, it's exciting. We should just move to Georgia.
The
Oh,
Coke
we
Museum-
just moved!
The Coke Museum and the aquarium are right next door. You can park.
So we can go grab a Coke, a Diet Coke with no sugar, and then go to the aquarium, and then go get a board game.
And a beer.
all in one go.
Yeah, there's there's little restaurants around there. You just park right by the aquarium, and there's all kinds of stuff within walking distance right there.
Sweet.
It's a neat little area.
Now,
Yeah, that's one of Anthony's Christmas presents is we were going to take him to the aquarium.
yeah, and it's gonna happen after we go to Tantrum Con. So
Yeah,
if you
it's
guys are
pretty
gonna be
good.
at Tantrum Con,
What's the wrong kind of Coke?
No.
so
No, not a cocaine museum time. Roller.
so Master Goblin says we're super close to the area.
Can you
Awesome.
truck rides?
Like I said, we're gonna be at Tantrum Con also. So if you guys are going there, let us know. We'll all meet up and hang out and play some games.
We're on the street with restaurants. Oh, coffee. I like coffee.
Coffee?
He spoke my language.
Coffee.
There's just 3 of those.
Yeah. Can I see the thing?
Our next convention we're going to is Dice Tower West.
Everybody's going there instead of Tantrum Con. It's fine.
No, we're not going to Dice
not
Tower
going to
West
Dice Tower
this
West.
time.
Yeah.
Where we want to go to Dice Tower East
Yeah.
because it's a lot easier for us to do it from here. Coffee. I almost dropped my coffee cup.
Oh my god, you're making me
That was scary. I will look that up. Tantrum Con. Yeah, it is. It is in North Carolina. It's not too far from.
us.
Yeah. What is the city it's in? The big
Not
city.
Greenville.
Greenville is South Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
It is going to
I
be.
was like, not Greenville. That's the state.
It is going to be in a hotel, which is also giving attendees a place to stay.
Phantom's like, I go to Dice Tower West peer pressure. No. We already have our tickets for Tantrum Con.
Yeah, so Tantrum Con is going to be our very first con that we're going to. I'm going to be teaching games there as well. So if anybody wants to come down and learn a game from me, be teaching Pandemic and Horrified.
We're not teaching this game.
We're not teaching this game.
This game is great once you get a hang of it.
But yeah, we'll be down there hanging out with everybody. We're gonna be hugging and shaking hands with as many people that will let us.
I'm gonna be babysat by Dr. Sign and Michael.
I'm not going to either, so feels better about that.
Oh, honey. Leo, you're gonna get your book.
It's okay. We'll bring the con to you one day.
Yeah,
We're gonna
we
just
will.
take a flight to New Mexico, and maybe you can send your aliens to pick us up.
Yeah, in the spaceship, because
We're gonna come see you one day.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even kidding. We're gonna come see you, and we're gonna play games like all day long.
Tandem Con?
No,
No.
it's Time Rollers.
I don't know. He said I was hurt his eyes. I don't want to hurt his eyes.
Oh, well, tell me that you're ugly.
Phantom-
Fix that by the time we go.
Phantom says, "Go to Dice Tower West. Peer pressure.
Wes, that's
Panic demands.
Yeah, it's
far.
Isn't it in Texas somewhere?
No, it's in Vegas.
Vegas.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah.
Well,
Las Vegas. UFO air travel is restricted around here. I bet it is.
So what we decide, if I kill a chunk of these, they all come back at the end of my turn if I don't kill them all?
No, just one.
Yeah,
Apparently.
just one of each.
Unless I'm wrong again.
Can I get kicked out?
Mm-hmm. You'll go back.
You do get kicked out?
Yep.
Okay, so that makes more sense now. Because the book didn't say it in the first time.
I mean, that's
I
what
don't
I
know.
read.
I didn't read it the first time.
One.
You guys know I make this more complicated than it has to be.
I know.
Just look at the kids' games that we play.
I know.
And I'm like, I make things twice as complicated because maybe I want it to be more complicated. I don't
We're
know.
already. I mean, I'm not doing so well.
I don't think any of us are doing well.
I have one heart.
2, 3.
Okay, battle time.
Crap.
You just need 2 bullets for that or reroll.
I'm gonna reroll. That's better. Yoink.
Oh, and he kicked you on his way out.
He shot a shotgun and blew it butt. Ooh. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha.
Wow.
Yoink.
You're making it easier for everyone else if you don't win.
5. Pow.
What kind of
Jeez.
dice roll was that?
Oh, was it wrong? There you go. 6. That's right.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I was supposed to put that one back. Miscounted. And
No, it was 7 because you just got rid of one of your hearts. Remember?
I rolled a 1.
Did you?
Yeah, on the movement.
Oh.
It was 6.
Oh, okay.
And I killed 3. 1, 2, 3. So they got all that.
Okay.
How you doing, Chunks?
2 more can come out. It kicks me out.
Time for food. Have fun. Have a fun time. We will lurk. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Thanks for coming in and rating, guys.
Let's do this too. I'm gonna do Wretched Revelation.
No.
Roll sanity. 3 or better to avoid losing 1 sanity. To kill 1 bird or 2 cultists on my tile or adjacent tile.
Ooh.
Nice.
3. Yes.
Nice.
2 cultists.
You guys can share. Stop. I love you
So
both.
do you get relics for that, or I don't know.
We just killed him. I mean, I killed him. Do I get relics? Anytime you kill him, you get a relic? No?
Yeah, I would say let's go for that.
yeah.
Oh, hey.
They're both like one love.
I know. All right, dude.
No,
All
that's
right.
Hold on, it says
All right.
yes. 3 relics. 3 relics.
Yeah,
It's okay.
bird.
Oh,
Or
oh,
no,
he's
you
moving
can-
everything.
Or
Ow.
1 Bayaki or 2 cultists.
All right.
Alright.
So.
Now
Ooh.
I get kicked out of this place.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
Ooh.
It said or. Time roller.
Yeah.
Did you kill 3?
Oh, it says or.
All right, dude.
A 3 or better.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
He's good.
I only get kicked out. That's it. No people come out.
Well, it's not empty.
Yeah, it's not empty.
Oh.
So that makes more sense now to me. Okay.
You just need to play it.
I get it.
Hey, boys. Come on.
Can I sanctify it? I can't sanctify it until they're all
So
gone.
it's
Yeah.
empty. Yeah. No, you need attention.
You only refill it if all the enemies get killed.
Okay, so that stops you from sort of like camping at the spot.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Am I just holding anything? No.
This pitbull got some jaws. Ooh, jeez.
Stop.
Yeah, I'm just putting that one. Alright.
Who's my good boy?
Oh, I'm supposed to roll moving people. Move one of these guys.
You've got, well, I
Don't you dare. Don't.
can move him here.
You're such an ass. Don't you do that to me. I'm trying to get help. I'm dying.
Well, if you die, you get health.
Oh, it says you
What did
don't
you do?
get kicked out.
I don't get kicked out?
No, you get to stay there, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you got kicked out.
Rules.
Who's my bee?
I think from now on, if
Let me read the rules.
the rules are on a piece of paper that's folded,
I'm not reading them.
I'm not reading them.
I like small rules.
Small rules on games are good. Like those little games, the little card games that come with the folded insert that you read the rules on, fine. But if I can go and print that paper out on my own, is it my turn now?
Yes.
Okay.
Neither.
So I have to pull a tile, and it's a 4-way. Awesome. Whose is this? Is this yours?
I keep throwing it.
Let's go ahead and do that there. I put another scary bird creature there. Okay. You know, in all honesty, these things look like a really demented toucan Sam.
I'm never gonna eat cereal again.
Follow your nose.
No.
And the cultists flip it. What?
That's if somebody dies.
That's if someone dies
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Dude, that can't be that hard. Jeez.
Oh, that's okay. That's when you get kicked out. That's what he's saying. If any players remain on the ritual site, it is sanctified. So if somebody's getting ready to take the tile for scoring, or it gets flipped over, you gotta move your player off it.
Yeah. That makes sense. You need to draw cards?
None of it makes sense
It
for me.
doesn't say anything about putting more.
I
players
drew
in.
one.
No, I'm talking about these.
I have to fight first. I can't do anything yet.
Okay. Oh right, yeah.
It doesn't say anything about add more player or more bad guys to it. That I'm seeing.
It only says when it's empty for on I think step 9.
Oh.
You gotta count.
Yeah. I can always count it, right?
I know.
If any ritual site is empty of enemies, place one cultist on it.
Alright.
So if somebody cleared it out and they weren't able to sanctify
Alright.
it.
So I gotta roll for sanity.
Makes sense. That's not bad.
3. I think I'm okay.
Yeah, 2 or lower.
Yeah, 3. I'm okay. So let's fight this.
Good.
Let's fight this dude.
You're already
5.
done.
Byaki is dead.
Bayaki. Koyakasha.
So it's dead. I get 2 relics.
I need to see what the heck I got.
Ooh.
Shiny.
6.
I don't know what those are. Now I gotta fight this cultist. I've got a 2. I'm gonna use a heart to no.
Hard to know.
I'm gonna use a
Nope.
bullet. Use 2 bullets to get that up to 4. So kills that guy. So I get another. What are you guys doing down there?
Leo's like looking at me. He's like, why
Their
aren't you
games
getting
aren't
up?
early games.
I mean,
Oh,
I
I
like
like
their
it.
I got all the zombies and the humans games.
see, that game made more sense to me than this one because in that one you're pretty much all on your own. It's
Yeah.
all for one. Like
There's no co-op there.
this is semi co-op, so it's a little bit weird.
But I was wondering why they say automatic. Like on some of the cards, they say automatic.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't see anything in the book about what automatic.
Yeah, that's why I discarded the one I had.
I was
I'm
like,
not
is that
gonna do
automatic?
that.
Like, as soon as you draw it, you have to play
Because
it on
it was
yourself
in my
type thing?
starter hand.
Yeah, I had 2 of them in my starter hand, and both
Yeah.
were flesh ones.
So let me pick up a card. What is
I
that?
just want to get rid of them so I can draw more cards. So, you guys got the nasty fleshes.
Oh, this is not gonna help.
Nasty flesh.
This is gonna help nobody.
Okay.
So I'm not even gonna use it. Let me see what I have though. I know I have something. I'm gonna wait to see what my movement is.
Yeah, the event cards are a little more vague.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll for movement.
Okay.
3 plus 5.
You're gonna clear out some stuff?
7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have enough to clear all of that out.
Oh no.
I'm gonna play Tommy Gun.
Tommy gun.
It's a weapon. I add +1 to combat rolls for the next 5 rounds. This round plus 5 more, so technically 6, right?
Really?
Yeah, it says this
Okay.
round plus 5, so it should have been. Or do I have to use that when I'm fighting? I think I have to use that when I'm fighting.
No. You can always put weapon cards in front of you. That's how zombies was.
Okay, well, I mean, this one
Oh, yeah.
goes away after, right? I mean, it's only got enough ammo for
Yeah.
5 rounds. So, let me...
What are you saying? Where does that say that?
You have one or more automatic cards already in your hand. You must first play one of those cards.
Well, I've messed up from the beginning then.
Yeah, me too.
It's fine. Let's play it through.
What?
Where's that at in the rule book?
I have all automatic cards.
Under-
I started with 2 automatic
Is that
cards.
one under rules?
Yeah. Leon down. Nobody wants licks. No, he doesn't want to play either.
It's funny, when you push him away, he gets more aggressive.
Yeah, that's what he was doing earlier. He's like, oh my.
Oh,
Go ahead and
that's
stand
what
up.
you want.
He's like, oh yeah?
Steve.
Oh, it's over there.
Come on, baby. Hold that side.
Dude, this game has so many tiny little rules. So many tiny little rules. Let's see.
I still couldn't see where he was saying it's at.
Step 1 under rounds and turns.
Before draw a map tile. Oh, is it the paragraph where it says it?
It's played in rounds. Each round, each player takes a turn beginning with the players to the left of the dealer. Each player must perform the following steps. Instructions for each step are found in the following sections.
Are you gonna behave?
Big black letters, step 1.
No.
Front page, round turn. Step 1, big black letters. I don't see that anywhere.
I don't see that anywhere. It must be a different rule book.
Front page. Yeah, that's where I was confused. I was looking over it too. I didn't see anything where it's anything.
Yeah, so
It says number 1. Yeah, number 1 doesn't say anything like that for us.
yeah, that's all it says. It just says draw a map tile and place it on the table. Combat any Byakuya on your current space.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
I don't know, unless it's a different.
He said our rules are old.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we don't have the errata. We don't have the updated rules,
That's
which would help.
Yeah, the automatic thing. Yeah, that's like that has to be something.
Okay.
So I was wondering when I got that, I was like, am I supposed to give that to somebody else, or do I get that? That's probably automatic.
That's weird. Plus, you have to play one card. Well, you can only play one card.
Well, we're gonna ignore that because it's not in our rule book.
Since we don't have, let's just play those automatic as any times.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I'm not going through that.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
that if you have one or more automatic cards already in your hand, you must first play one of those cards. You may choose which if you have more than one.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
yeah, for him, that's his rule 1. is
Okay,
automatic.
so
That's strange.
nowhere in that whole
Mm-mm.
double-sided page does it
Say anything about automatic.
say anything about automatic cards. So again, I can like a game so much until the rule book starts stabbing you in the back. It's like,
How's that
oh,
make sense?
hey!
That one card it said something about automatic. All players lose 1 sanity. It's like, well, why would I want to play that?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, I'm just gonna discard it.
yeah.
So they get played automatically out of your hand. So maybe they're just it's more like a world event.
Yeah,
Oh, that would mean that
Yeah, we screwed everything up.
it's all screwed up,
it's fine. I started the entire game with 2 in my hand.
dude.
Yeah.
Like,
And the only reason to say
Oh, wait.
you can discard 1 at the end of your turn is the card you discard.
I bet it's in the event cards section.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not.
No, I read that a couple times. Did I miss? Maybe. I thought I read it.
Whose turn is it?
Yeah, these rules don't say anything about automatics.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about
Went to school.
automatic. That's so weird.
I never-
Actually, it's not weird because it's a double-sided paper.
Alright, let's play.
We're gonna house rule a lot of this stuff because
Because that's how we do.
for one, the game doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
No one can get it.
Roll zombies too.
Yeah.
Just above player movement.
Yeah, not here. Alright, let's
Oh
go.
yeah, we know about the discard cards. I don't even think. Can I see it real quick? I don't even think there is no actual step 11 on ours, but
Nope.
it just says at the end. Our step 10 is at the end of your turn. You may discard 1 event card from your hand.
To me, it's an event card.
So weird.
So I still have to move and do my stuff.
Shut up.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Leo's just like, "What are you barking at, dude? There's nobody out there." Okay, so I rolled for my movement, so it's 8 movement.
Yeah.
So let's go
That's
fighting.
what you were doing.
So
Because you
1,
said that you had
2,
enough to get through there.
3. I'm gonna fight this Byakuya for 3 movement. All right, so I passed the sanity
Okay.
and I killed it.
Nice.
So, whoops.
So I killed it, and I get 2. And I'm not even looking at these cards. I'm just hoping I get 1 of each.
Okay.
So that's 3 movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's do 4. I'm gonna fight you, and I got it with a 4. Oh my god! I'm gonna get 12 points. Wait, let me move. So wait, that was. Well, where was I here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll have 2 movement after that. So that's 5. That's 2. I'm gonna lose my last 2 bullets.
Last 2 bullets.
Take that. I've got 1 more guy.
1 more.
And I've got plenty of hearts to reroll, which I don't need because I just finished.
Nice.
Sweet. All right. So, what do I do now? So,
one of each.
So,
there's 5 different kinds.
how do we know what the different ones are?
That says right here.
Yeah.
Amulets, daggers, idols, space mead. Excuse me.
Space
And
mead?
Metal?
It says space mead.
Yeah.
Space mead. So, is this an
Oh,
idol?
it's the snake.
So that's that, and that's all I have. Is there any different ones?
You got 5? That's 4. You are missing the amulet.
The amulet.
Oh, that is BS. Who shuffles all of these?
Me.
It looks like that.
Yeah, it looks like the one I have in my
Well, you know what? None of those gave me an amulet, which is weird.
Oh, no.
What happened?
Oh, Time Roller, his book actually specifies what the automatic cards are.
Oh.
His rules.
Okay, so I did not.
So you did not add that in.
I did not stop it.
No.
Oh, no.
Did
So
both of y'all get kicked out?
No, we only get kicked out if it gets flipped over or taken
Oh,
away.
that's right. Okay.
okay, so oh man, how many? You have like a half a deck of relic cards over there, so you're gonna probably get it.
I don't know.
You know this amulet you need?
Yeah.
What do you got for me?
So, yeah, that makes more sense because these are like, this is more cutthroaty, but it is somewhat semi-co-op more than the other one was.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I gave you guys more.
Oh, wait a minute. I had +1 combat to all that other
This is why we don't
stuff.
invite you over.
I had +1
That's how you
combat.
get worms.
You're not listening.
I
Yeah, you have
was.
+1 combat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause you
So
probably got-
I did use 2, so I'm gonna grab 1 back.
Is it or and? It says add a cultist or a parrot.
It's or.
It's or.
Oh.
But is that at the end, or do I do movement first for the cultist? What step is that at the very? That's step 9. So moving the cultist.
Also, if a ritual site is ever empty of enemies during step 9 of a player's turn, that player places 1 cultist or 1 angry pigeon in the square. In the pile.
All right,
square.
All right, I'm gonna roll for
Step 9 is
So I gotta move 3.
after moving cultist, moving by
2.
by a taco.
1,
I knew
2.
you would do that.
1, 2.
Stop.
So then I gotta move one of these guys, and he rides with him,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
That guy's got a fly.
And then he's gonna move over here.
Step 9. No, step 8's moving parrots. Time Roller.
Yeah, I moved the cultist first.
That's our step 8. We don't have your step
We have
1.
missing steps. It's okay.
It's all missing. So let's
Everything about
We're gonna
that.
win.
go ahead and add an Angry Bird here.
Oh no.
Might as well. Let's add this Angry Bird.
Here?
Actually, right here.
Oh, you still looking at bowl?
So this goes away, right?
You
Because
said after 5 turns?
yeah, I did combat like 5 times.
It says 5 times or 5 turns?
Next 5 rounds.
Oh, 5 rounds.
That's 5
Yeah.
rounds.
So there was one guy here. So that's 1, 2, 3,
Combat
4.
rounds? Or
Round.
are you sure it's not a round?
For next 5. Oh. I don't know. The wording in this is gonna be really.
I think
different.
round is
is
when
a
we
round
go.
is from the start of your turn to the start of
Yeah.
your next turn.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
you're good.
Cool. So
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm supposed to keep track of that.
I read it as combrats.
You can use a die. You'll get another one.
You know what? I'll just add a heart to it.
Every
How about
time you
that?
do it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, so that's it for me.
My turn.
Do I do anything else? I
Oh,
don't know
do
if
you
I want
want
to.
to-
Card.
If we're doing that automatic crap,
It's up to you. It's your house.
then I'm gonna discard 2. I don't.
You can only discard
You can only
one.
discard one.
Bullshit.
No, that's what it says.
You know what else is BS? That out of all of these, I have no amulet. Like, who the hell? You sure this is not an amulet?
Yes, I'm sure. This is the
I'm pretty
amulet.
sure this is the amulet.
Yeah, that one there.
Blackwing Bird, thanks for following.
Today is a very unusual stream.
It is a very awkward one, for
gonna
sure.
drop-
So we're playing a game that's not even in print anymore, right?
I guess.
It's
That's
not
what
even-
Time Lord was saying.
It's not even available.
Where did you find this?
Amazon.
Although I bought a board game from like the 90s that's been out of print from Amazon once.
This is true.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I'm gonna put people out.
Like the Sarah Michelle Gellar one.
On my yeah. It was like a TV show one.
There was nobody
It was a
in this
total
space,
nine.
so I get to move.
There's an RPG. I got a lot of their stuff. I like their stuff.
These rules are horrible. Like, not only are they printed on a single sheet of printer paper.
No, they didn't
No.
like write it and put it in the table.
It would have made more sense to print this on loose leaf paper to me, or just handwrite it.
Uh-oh.
But it's on a folded piece of computer paper.
That's how all the rules are. On all the ones I got, all the zombies, all the
Yeah.
expansions, it's all...
But the rules for zombies make more sense than this.
Yeah, this one, I don't think they play tested as much.
They're
They
just
wanna
like-
push out a Cthulhu game.
Yeah, let's take our zombies, put a
Hey,
Cthulhu.
Drew, while you're talking, let me get that weapon.
Why?
Because I gotta do shit and I'm gonna die.
Wait,
I played
what?
a card.
Target a player, take one weapon in
Give me
play
your
in front
weapon.
of them.
I'm gonna go through
What?
all of this.
Look at that. You got a tentacle coming out of your mouth.
What the heck,
That's his
man?
problem.
What did she do to you?
Don't touch
Target a player, take one weapon in play, or look at the player's relic.
I
And
don't
take
look at his
two of your
relics.
choice.
Oh my god, it didn't even matter.
Oh, it would have let you take two.
You died.
Yeah, I did.
You died.
What happens when I die?
When a player runs out of life tokens, movement ends, and his or her pawn is moved back to the starting tile. That player loses all remaining movement, as well as any weapon cards he or she has in play. The player also discards half of the relics collected down.
Oh, no,
Oh, there you go. Thanks for taking my weapon. Not only did you lose it, but you died in the process. Now the cultists have a Tommy gun.
Yep.
You know, it's a fully automatic, right? All they have to do is pull the trigger and...
You get 3 life and 3 bullets. That's okay. Sorry.
That's okay. Thank you.
Zombies is like its 20th version.
Yeah.
The original rules were pretty bad.
I like the zombie game. I'm only not buying it because Drew lives next door.
I got the one out. I guess I don't need anything more for that to use in zombies.
Is there a co-op version of zombies? I'd rather play co-op than,
The-
stabby in the back
When you
sort of
play
thing.
the story one, the Dead Time stories, it's like a co-op.
Okay.
Do I get to
But it's
get rid
still
of
a
this
race
now?
because you lose your character at the end of it, which is weird.
Do you get rid of that?
I died. Do I get rid of my...
Player collects 3 life tokens, 3 bullet tokens, and 1 less sanity token than his or her current starting. So
Ooh.
you're only at 4.
I want to get rid of my worms, please.
Starting station, never drop below 1 permanent.
You gotta stop eating that raw meat. That's what you gotta do.
No.
Stop rubbing your eye after using a public bathroom.
Why would you say something like that?
That's how you get worms. In your
So
eye.
You
In my
said you pick
eye?
up right at the cult.
So do these things go away, or they...
It doesn't say, but I don't. This rules weren't written with those in mind.
I mean, it says until the rest of the game, so I guess I have to...
Yeah,
believe it.
I don't think you can have more than one of these, or if you did, it wouldn't matter.
It just says 4. You move the people around and you can discard.
Yeah, you still have to take the rest of your turn, just...
You get worms from eating raw potatoes. Oh, really?
Oh, so you mean,
I mean, nothing affects anybody right now. I'm just going to put him there.
I don't think you can move that.
you can't move him.
Why? I can't.
He's in the ritual space.
Yeah. You move those ones up.
And the
No.
the
I'm
cultist...
going to go with him, right?
Yeah, the cultist rides with him.
Whee!
Why'd you move him too? You can move anywhere in the next adjacent tile.
Because I'm moving the cultist right now.
Oh,
Oh, Leo.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'll get it.
You've been asking.
Leo was like, "Hey guys, I'm peeing."
No.
Sorry.
No.
I'll tell you when I get back in. Hold on.
I got it. It's fine.
At least he didn't pee on like the couch. Like
And then that.
Leon
and
just
then I'll
straight
do
up lifts his leg and goes, "This is mine."
You've been asking to go out.
that. All right, that's all of my movement.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna discard. Yeah, I'm gonna discard that one. All right. Oh, that's my foot. Come on, ouch. You stay. No, you stay. Stay. Stay.
He's like, I can help you clean it. Yeah, we don't want him. I want you licking that up. She can attack one of us? No. Is it different on your rules? Because on ours it says we can't attack other players unless a card allows it. That's the only way to attack another player. Well, in the book for us, it says that the creatures on the ritual site can't be moved.
Oh, like off of it? Oh, is this he saying you can move? Sorry.
Why are we yelling at you?
Now that floor's gonna be super slippery, and you're gonna see all of them just trying to run through and just slide all the way into the wall.
Can't be moved off it. Oh. It says they can be moved around it, but they can't be moved off of it.
But the Bianchi can only move to an adjacent tile.
Yeah.
So even then, she wouldn't be able to move that guy.
It doesn't matter. I'll be able to get to it no matter where it is. I hope.
Yeah, you have at least 4 movement, so even if you roll a 1, you'll get to it.
Yeah. My turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Tile?
Yep.
It's a 4-way.
Oh, that's the only place.
So it gets a bird. Boop. I don't have anything to fight. I draw up to 3.
Yep.
I don't have any automatic cards in my hand, so it wouldn't be till the start of the turn, I guess. If we're playing, are we playing those?
I guess so.
Okay.
I guess that's how it works, because mine is coming up. Oh, Rado runs through is rating.
What? I've watched some of that guy's YouTube videos. That's cool.
Duchess, hey. Hello, Panda.
I think, what's it called?
Hello, Cassand.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
So now I roll for movement?
Yeah.
Wait.
So we're playing a game that's Cthulhu themed.
2.
It is not currently in print,
We'll go to this guy.
as far as I believe.
Okay. Tell Haster I said hello. Play when the target player is in combat with a Biaki. The Biaki is automatically defeated.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I still have to write. Roll
That's-
for sanity, which I'm still.
That's broken.
It did. 1,
How are you guys doing?
2. Welcome. 3, 4, 5. There's a medallion, a knife.
So I'm wondering what the playtime is for this game, because I don't think it says it on here.
They don't normally put the play times, I think.
No, it's like 20 minutes to infinity. It's gonna be like that because the ritual tile that came up earlier.
Oh yeah, we have to get through the whole deck.
Yeah.
Baby duck.
We're gonna have to go through the whole deck and through that. And we're not gonna have enough table space, to be honest.
Oh. I know zombies can get pretty big.
So this can be a huge table hog. So you have gotten that tile. You closed the portal to hell.
Ritual site.
Did one? I know. Yes, my boy.
Alright. They just finished Savannah Park.
Ooh.
Savannah Park. I don't think I've heard of that one. I do like me some national park games. Everyone knows that. Guys, don't mind the giant light bloom in the middle here. The light here in South Carolina is miserable.
Yeah, we just need to black out the
And-
entire room.
Yeah. And we've got
Drink a shower curtain across the-
We've got a giant pit bull that likes to slam into our lights.
He's not giant, he's a baby.
That's no moon.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah, what's two? 1, 2, 1, 2. And then the birds.
Mhm.
Whee!
We move all the birds, right?
Whee! Whee!
Oh boy. All right, so it's my turn now.
Yes.
Do you want to discard any of your cards?
It's a space station. It's a space station, Leo. Where's that? Where's space?
All right. So if we're playing with these automatic cards, I have to play this after I draw my tile, right? Or is it before?
According to time rule, it's rule 1. So it's before. You
Okay,
draw
so
a
it's
tile.
before. So it says move my pawn to the closest building. You cannot leave the building this turn.
Oh,
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty crappy.
this one's pretty close.
It's the closest, yeah.
But you already have 5 hearts.
Yeah, I have 5 hearts. My max is 4, though.
Oh.
So that's not going to help me at
But I
all.
played those cards on you, so I guess it.
So I guess that's automatic, right?
We just played them as we played them.
Well, it makes more sense when it's automatic, because it's an
Yeah.
event
Yeah.
card.
Yeah,
It's an event card.
it's not a good. Yeah.
So, of course, I'm moving here, and for some odd reason, there is a force field at the door, and I cannot get out.
Well, you're in the antiquities.
Antiquities store, which makes
It was
sense.
good the first time.
It's not going to help me. I can't leave the building either, so...
Rule 3. We don't talk about rule 3.
Rule three's not
So, okay, I got a corner here, which is fine. It is a hotel.
Ooh,
good. Oh. How many people you need?
keeping it around the big glare. I love it.
I'm trying to move it around the glare. Hopefully it's not too horrible where everyone's like, oh, I can't see my eyes. I don't really need hearts. So you guys are getting bullets. I'm not going to make it up there because I can't leave the antiquity shop.
Yep. It must have like something really cool in there, some antique board game.
Either that or there's like a poster of Cthulhu in a bikini. And I'm just like so mesmerized that I can't move. Can I just punch myself in the face so that way I can pick up that heart?
Step on it.
Because I mean, it's just something I can do at least.
It's like, my turn, I'll go in there, grab the heart, and leave.
Yeah.
Like, bye.
It's like, oh hey, nice poster.
That's a nice poster. I'll leave you 2 alone.
Oh hey, how you doing?
Yo.
He's like, I would like one of these cultists, please.
Okay, so that's that. So now I draw up to 3 because I'm not in a.
Mm.
Oh hey,
Okay.
cool. These are some really good cards.
Gotcha.
Oh wow, this art. Okay, the only good thing about this game so far
I like the art.
Yeah.
is the art on the cards. It's a little bit gory, which is fine.
Oh. Yeah, that one's pretty good.
They're pretty gory.
Oh wow, could have used that earlier.
Dr. Sign, how are you?
Is it a doctor sign?
Yeah.
Dr. Sign, hello.
Dr. Sign knows you, right? He goes into your chat.
Oh, yeah.
You shut up. Nobody
So
asked you,
I
Ron. You
roll
don't have a
for
chat.
movement, which is
Sorry.
really not gonna help me. So that's it. I'm gonna roll for cultist movement. 6. Oh,
There's where all your movement goes.
that's great. 1, 2.
Thanks.
1, 2. No problem.
Well, I mean, I need things.
So
I
that's
got the 3
2.
cards.
Me too.
300?
3,
Can you count that high?
4,
It's more than 5.
5, 6. Now I get to move these fun fellows.
Jackass.
Move these fun fellows.
Then there's 3 of them because there's one up there too.
Yeah, I don't know where to move these guys. So let's move him here. This guy can move down this way. I need some more cards. This guy can move over here because I don't want anyone getting these bullets without having to fight for them.
Without having to use all the bullets you already have.
Exactly. So that's all I can do. Like, that was the most useful turn I've ever had in
Do you
this
want to
game.
discard anything?
No.
Okay.
Actually, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Before I do, though, I'm going to show the artwork. It's pretty cool. So that's the artwork.
Oh, that's the one Dre just showed me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that one.
That card says you didn't need these anyway. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna punch myself in the face though if a ritual card does come out because it's gonna be either up there, over there, or up here.
Oh man, what if it's
Or
like...
back where the other one was.
Yeah, that too.
I have no
She's gonna have to leave for work soon.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not.
We're not gonna finish this game completely. Let's just
Yeah.
go
We
with
can
that.
You want to put a stop time on it?
Yeah, because Dre and I are going to go stream after this.
I still have it set up.
Yeah. What time is it?
6.
Okay. Can I put out this tile at least?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm going to put it up here being jackass.
What?
You put all those people up there. I'm not going to put it there for
Wow.
you guys. That's not fair. I want to put the bird right here.
Wow, that is a total jerk move right there. Maybe some of these guys and ladies wants to see what happens.
Okay, fine.
No, I was just kidding. I was just
No,
trying to get you to
it's
change your mind. You already placed it. Placement is
Fine.
placement.
I like it. It's good.
It's fine there. It's more of an adventure to get there.
I need one more, don't I?
Yes.
Plus, I need cards.
Need a dude.
Because apparently I don't have enough cards.
Not the
Hey.
big dude.
Sit.
You need one more. There's an empty space up there.
Oh, I need 2 more. I can't count either.
2 more?
No, that one equals 2 more. Shut up. Alright. Alright, I need to move.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't have any amulet at all.
Oh, this is already bad.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you did it. Need a relic?
Relic says...
You got him.
Nice.
It's funny that all of these guys are holding a relic in their hand.
What kind of cultist would you be without relics?
Okay, so that's that. And then
None of them have an amulet, though, apparently.
That's what every cultist should actually have.
Ooh, 5 cultists, 2 spaces. I see what you're doing there. So you're gonna move those guys? They can move through
Yeah.
each other. They just can't land on a spot with... So that's 3. You need 2 more?
I think you can split them dudes up too. They don't have to stay together.
Are you
unless
sure?
Unless you're planning on moving them.
Yeah, you can split them up.
Okay. Oh, why do I want to help either one of you, though?
Darn it. Almost.
Almost.
So there's only 3 of these in the whole thing. Then we had to discard them.
Did you move too many?
No.
Okay.
Now I just gotta move the birds.
Yeah.
Move the birds. That one's for the birds. You put. They can't go to church.
Well, yes, he can.
Wait, where was he?
He was
right
there.
here.
He can't. I was about to say.
Okay, yeah, I mean, he can go there.
They can go on any square in the tile.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, Dre's gotta go next.
Yeah. I'm stuck in a building and I hear all these birds squawking outside. I'm like, shut up! Trying to watch this TV show. Stuck in the antiquities shop, watching the closed circuit television.
You said something about the emotes. I have so many in my hand.
Right, my turn. You discarding anything?
No, I'm good.
Discarding any ammo?
I mean, I did
Okay.
discard something.
I'm gonna draw a card. It's a T.
Oh, it just gets a bird in the middle?
Yes, so. Draw a card. I don't have any automatic ones.
Oh.
Baby!
Oh, that requires
Roll for movement.
some emotes.
Emotes.
We have a garden here, so you
6.
know.
I get 10.
Oh, that's scary. I am so sorry, everybody.
We can go 1,
If you-
2, 3.
If you've got headphones on, I am so sorry.
Oh, why not? Those 2 bullets. Okay.
Oh, you just went around him, huh?
4,
Dude!
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Dude.
He cut you off. See?
Hey, I see you down there. You look crazy. Okay, I'm crazier. I only got 3.
Dude.
I'm going crazy.
Dude.
It's fine, Leo. What is this? Bark scare? Nice.
Yeah.
What was after that? Moved. Move that.
Yep.
Okay. Move the cultist. 6.
Oh, man.
1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. That was 3. 4, 5, 6. These guys fly. So he's gonna fly here. They're gonna fly here.
Yeah.
I'll help you out. No, yeah, you might want to kill him. Who knows?
Yeah. I can take that with you.
Fly here.
You're not going after
And I heard the door open. They're like, oh!
And I'm gonna whoa! Like a rodeo. I'm gonna discard
You left
choking
something.
hazard.
Choking
Really?
hazard?
Choose automatic card. Target 2 players. They each lose 1 health.
Oh, that would have been terrible. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, the floor's wet, dumbass. Yeah.
He's shaking it off. Alright, I think I'm done.
So who loses 1 health? Or you're just
No,
guarding
that's
it?
I just carded
Okay.
it. It was an automatic card.
Oh boy. So I don't have any automatic ones.
You do not need to go back out.
I gotta.
No.
Oh, this is a straight road. So it also gets
A bird?
a bird.
Is that a swimming pool? Awesome cup.
I think that's the ocean.
Oh,
Maybe. I don't know. What,
Should just completely closed in.
yeah, I don't know.
Ow. Let me get bridges here.
Whoa.
Excited about something.
There's a lot of noise.
Oh my. Chaos.
Total chaos. I get 4 movement. Plus 5 is 9. So I get to finally move out of this apartment. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I gotta make a sanity check.
Oh no, I have to buy a key.
2. I failed. I lose a brain. I do combat. 3 is not enough.
Oh no, because it's 5 or 6, right, for that guy?
Yeah. I don't have enough for my.
You no longer have a Tommy gun.
That had nothing to do with me. Sit. Sit and you get to leave. Not you, Leo.
Your Tommy gun had a camel and
No.
on the butt stock.
Boy. Come on, it's my game.
Oh,
No
whoa.
growling. No growling. Stop. You're
Cut
mine.
it.
Stop. You're my baby.
I don't know what to do, honestly.
I don't know either.
So I I have to re-roll.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll that. I got another 3. Not good. Let's re-roll that again. 5. That's enough. So I kill that guy.
So what happens if one... Let me say something.
And still no amulet.
Still no amulet? Really?
No, you guys have all the amulets.
I have like 4.
I gotta fight the cultist. That's not enough. I think it's a 4, 5, and 6. So I don't even have enough to use bullets. So I'm gonna have to use my reroll.
Hey, boys.
Yeah, that's not enough either.
There's got to be more than 3 ritual sites in there.
It says there's only.
I'm pretty sure it's only 3 because when the cards are.
Well, right now, since we sanctified one, there's no way it's going to awaken because it takes 3 to awaken to lose the game.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go through the whole deck to.
There would have to be more than 3 in there.
Is there?
There would have to be because it says because we've already sanctified one, so there's no way the other end condition is going to get met because all 3 would.
Not one.
Really?
There's one more in here.
That's what it's for. Because it's 3, either you to win you sanctify 3. What if a ritual site gets activated and not sanctified?
Sure.
There's no way you're getting either of those conditions.
Yeah, that is true.
There's 4. I counted.
Okay.
But if you get 2,
Yeah.
then 2 get completed.
The game is when 3 ritual sites are sanctified or activated. You're right. Yeah. So how
does that even work then?
If you 2 and 2,
This game is unwinnable.
you'd have to have 5 in there.
All right, we have 1 out. There's 1 there. There's 1 there.
That's 3.
There's 1 here.
That's 4.
Yeah.
I think we need to rewrite the rules.
We're gonna rewrite the game.
We need to rewrite the whole.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, we need to rewrite the
2
whole
instead of
thing.
3.
2 and 6. I
Like,
mean, that's the only way it would make sense.
I have
there's no other way to do
plenty.
it. Yeah.
I have plenty of computer paper.
Can we stop?
Like, can you spare 1?
You
Maybe
spare
2.
1 piece.
Maybe that's-
No, just 1 piece.
Maybe that's why that left out that section because it wouldn't all fit on one sheet. They did use.
God!
I think what I could do is photocopy both sides and just use the graphics and then just wipe out everything else. Just all the text just gone. Like, there you go. We'll just write it in as we go.
We're in our own rules. All right, what's going on now?
I don't know.
Call out.
I lost. I can't re-roll. I can't do anything.
Oh, you did?
Did you die?
I have 1 more heart.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So I don't know what that does. Like, I just rolled this.
Oh, you died.
So
Then
I
you're
died.
You
dead.
lost a heart.
Yeah. So you lose
So-
half your relics.
Good. I don't freaking even need them.
But you get 3 hearts and 3 bullets and 1 less brain, so you start out with 4.
Here, let's just do random
Where did
here.
this come from?
I don't know.
No, you stop pouting.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Lay out
5,
again.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's what Leo said.
This is 15, so round it up.
Yeah.
So good 8 cards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. I didn't even need them. Hell with it.
Part of amulet, right?
Is this here? The discard should go face up, so that we're not pulling from the discard.
I have one.
Maybe that's my problem.
No.
Pulling from the discard.
No. I've been giving you cards from that.
Okay, so my dude is here. Oh well, that's great. Totally.
Okay, I might have had something to do with that.
Totally perfect.
That bird there.
That bird.
And I get 3 hearts.
Yeah.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Oh.
Not yo. The other baby.
Okay. And I guess I have to roll for
Movement.
cultist movement. 4.
More fiber.
1, 2,
That bird, that
3.
bird, that
4.
crazy bird.
Oh, you didn't hear about the bird?
No, don't you say it. Drew. It will be stuck in my head all night. Please don't.
No, I didn't hear about that bird.
Oh, you haven't heard
No,
about the word?
no. Is it bird? The bird's a word?
You so much. I have to put up with you for the next 2 hours.
It's the worst.
Time roller said it's the word. Oh, wait, a bird. Bird is the word.
My sanity's already low in real life. Oh man.
Haven't you heard? Bird's the word.
Take your fucking turn.
Oh my.
Move the stupid birds.
Well, I mean, you haven't heard, so I have to say it.
Yeah, do you hear this? I mean, Leon, do you hear this? Yeah, Leo, did you hear it too? Because it's terrible.
Now the bird at church can probably move.
Oh, hey, cool. Yeah, you can go over here.
So I turn it off.
That was awful.
It's my turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
So what is...
I died, so it's whatever.
Okay, so I already knew what this tile was gonna be.
That's fine.
Yeah. So where am I gonna put
If
it?
you don't mind putting it right there.
No!
Well, it's in the camera angle, for one, so that's going for
I
it.
was gonna put it there.
Ah, okay. I mean, that's cool.
Ooh.
That's why I was like, there's...
You know, the middle isn't specifically for toucan.
I like toucan Sam. Give me some more people.
You put them here the other time, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes thematic sense to put toucan in the middle.
Boys. Stop bullying me.
He does have the best cereal out of all the birds.
Yeah.
Are there other bird cereals?
What? There's Cocoa Puffs? That's a bird.
Oh, he's
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
a bird.
Which is crap. I hate Cocoa Puffs was horrible. Cocoa Pebbles was the absolute best out of all the cocoa cereals.
Fruity
Coconuts?
Pebbles. Fruity.
Fruity Pebbles was really good. I eat that without milk with water sometimes.
What?
It's just a little bit of water, not a whole bowl of water. I used to get up at 6 a.m. for school. You know, bless you.
I just drew this card. We're all losing our sanity.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know what other bird. I don't know what other bird cereals there were, but you have to also consider the off-brands with those weird birds,
This is true.
like
Toucan Bob.
Is that what your card says? Phrasing?
like the famous parrot puffs.
I can't get out of this fucking space.
They're gold. They were supposed to be like the those golden puffs with that bear. I think he's a bear.
Oh yeah, the sugar puff.
The sugar puffs.
Gold
Yeah, it
puff,
was
yeah.
the off-brand.
No, wait, that's
So-
my sanity.
so parrot puffs, for sure.
God. Okay, so
Then you had the
The bird first.
then you had the other off-brand of Tony the Tiger cereal called Swan Flakes.
I'm trying to concentrate. There's swan flakes beside me.
They weren't sugary though. They were just plain flakes. Just plain. They had
So they're just flakes.
yeah, they're just flakes of
just
just
flakes. Oh,
bran.
that.
They had no sugar on them whatsoever.
Like raisin bran without the raisins.
Yeah.
I just died.
Again?
Yeah.
Or you come back with 3 brains. Like 1 more heart.
And then they had one in New York, off-brand called Pigeon Protein.
Ew.
It was horrible. It was just basically
You gotta be bullshitting.
It was just
me
wheat.
right now.
it was just shredded wheat without the squares.
Why would they do that? Is it for pigeons to feed them? Like, is it something you feed pigeons?
It was just I'm just messing with you. There was no there probably was though. I just don't remember.
Gross.
Okay, so
Nobody's listening,
Hi,
so that's
No.
fun.
Oh, Pam said Sonny, Cocoa
Sunny
Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs, yeah.
Okay, cornflakes, the rooster.
alright, I gotta
Well, I mean, I could have said pigeon pellets, and
Oh, that's so bad. Okay, one guy's moving.
You
Okay.
gotta choose wisely.
Ow.
Not that one. Not that one.
No, hey, you need to stop licking me. We have issues. Alright, now these guys are
Okay, so
moving.
we've got 2 ritual sites active.
Oh, thank you. Stop licking people. Stop licking people, you big butt. Okay, that was one bird, or that was 2 birds, and the other 2 birds can't move. Wait, there's one more bird, isn't there? A bird
There's
on me.
one here,
I
one
moved
there,
him, I moved him. I
one
didn't
there.
move
You
that
can't move any of those guys.
one. Yeah.
Wait, how you can't move him if he's in a space with you?
Oh.
You can't?
Oh, he's
Does he take her with him?
no.
Can we move? Because I want to go
You
that
can't
way.
move him. It doesn't move.
Stop, baby.
He doesn't move. He's actively
I
attached.
did the birds and I did all the things. And I died again.
Okay, but did you move the 3rd bird with you?
No. He actually moves with me?
No.
Okay, then no, I didn't fucking move him!
I thought he was right here.
I thought he was in the middle too. You
And
moved
you
him
died,
down
you're
one.
back here anyway.
Oh, that's right. What are you saying?
He's getting all angry. Don't fight.
Wait.
We'll draw a card. It's a museum. That's the first name thing I've drawn.
So,
Here outside these ritual sites, if you want to go to the museum.
so not that I'm having a blast with this or anything, but
You call it now?
when do you want to call it?
Whatever.
Because we have a clear winner as it is right now.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
technically you did a.
We should
side.
call it because the.
Okay. I think Leo.
Good night, Wim.
Leo, outside.
You're not going. You just want to.
You're back. He
So-
farted.
He farted.
Oh,
Oh, that means
that was him.
It wasn't me. Okay, so let's go through the end game scoring here.
You don't have to clean up the thing,
Okay.
We're not in Virginia anymore.
Oh, that's right.
So, we are also scoring with relics here.
Yeah.
So there are 5 types. For each type, you double the number you have and subtract 1 to determine the. Why is there math in this?
That is really complicated.
Yeah.
Why is there math?
You double the number and subtract what?
I'm not doing your math for you. You're doing it yourself.
Double the number you have
Yeah.
and subtract 1 to determine the victory point reward for that type.
That's bad. Okay.
Wait. Why? That is so dumb.
How many different types do you have?
I don't know. Let's check it out. Let's check this out.
For each type, double the number and subtract 1.
I understand
Okay.
what it's saying,
Well,
but
I only have 1 of each type, so
I totally get what it's saying. But I
The
mean,
wording.
come on
Alright,
with the
let's
wording.
go here.
I get really salty when
Yeah.
when it comes to a game. Even though this is an independent game, I totally understand that.
Stay.
Totally get that.
Stay.
Okay, what?
Nothing.
Oh.
But when a rule book has it to where you have to be on Jeopardy to understand the end game scoring.
That's true. So you're new.
What we gotta do now?
I'm separating your own.
Good night, Wim.
Good night, Wim.
So I have 3.
Hi.
So I have 3 daggers. I double it to 6, and I
And
subtract
subtract
1
Just for the daggers?
just
No.
for the daggers. No, that's for
No,
everything.
for everything.
Oh, so it's whatever one you have the most of?
No, all of the different relics. So if we're basically set collecting.
Oh, so that's 5 points?
Yes.
Yep.
10, 15. 18
It's basically yeah,
plus 12?
plus 12.
30.
Okay. None of us got anywhere near that.
Oh.
Yeah. I have
You've got 3 points.
3 different ones.
You've got 3 points.
Oh, that makes sense the way they did it, I guess.
Yeah.
Math does. The more you have,
yeah,
the more
but-
it's worth. They're kind of it's a weird way to do it.
It's
Yeah.
super off balance.
I'm wondering what the
yeah,
other rule
you
book
get really
looks
carried
like.
away.
Yeah, because if someone has two of those sites,
Yes, 3 points. Oh, 2 of the sites.
Yeah, if someone has 2 of those sites,
Then it comes
then
down to how many relics you have.
yeah, you're gonna have to go around and start killing everybody.
Yeah. Well,
So
if somebody has 2, then nobody was. You weren't spending them to get those, and if you had like a whole bunch of amulets, so the amulets are gonna be worth a whole bunch. Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough plan. Oh dang! Leo, stop. All right.
You left your collar with me again.
So just for reference to your 30, I have 3
How many do
daggers.
you have?
So you double it.
Back 1.
That's 1. You carry the 7.
I have Leo.
You multiply
I got you.
the decimal.
Here, come with me.
That adds up to 5 points for 3 cards. I don't know if anybody got that.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I'm just
Okay.
trying to Leon's
5, 6,
Make it
7,
fair.
and then 2 cards. Double it to 4 minus the
Nice.
1 is 3, so 7, 8, 9, 10 points.
Yeah, and my crappy points.
Huh.
So there it is.
I died twice.
Yeah, I don't know the win conditions. These are kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has to be addressed. If there's definitely
Well, if
no
there's
one in there,
another set of rules, maybe we should read those next
Yeah.
time.
we
Yeah.
can time order scan them to us.
Right?
All in all, I do prefer the zombie one to this,
Yeah.
and that says a lot because I absolutely love Cthulhu themed stuff.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
hoping
I really like the little.
I mean, the figures and
The
stuff
figures are
cool,
really good.
though.
You can pretty much use these for any other game now.
Yeah.
So that's probably what's gonna happen.
That's the original reason I got all the zombies game, because I used the minifigures as minions when I D&D.
Oh, cool.
yeah,
That
I
makes
I
sense.
use Sharpies on some of the bases so I can differentiate.
I kind of want to grab
Yeah.
a bag of zombies to use for Dead of Winter.
Yeah,
I'd rather have that
that
that would work.
than the cardboard standees.
We have so many zombies at home
That'd be
and Dead of
better.
Winter.
Yeah. So as far as this game goes, if you can find it and really like it from what you can tell from it, then great. You're gonna have to house
I'm gonna
rule
like
a little bit of it.
after I house rule rules.
Yeah. You're gonna have to house rule
I mean,
the
I like
hell
it
out of
now.
this one.
It's difficult, but I like it.
Because it's completely unbalanced as far as scoring. Because like I said, if you
Well, you guys wouldn't have had those. The automatic things would have been a lot different.
Yeah.
yeah, as far as everything else, it plays the same as the zombies one. I just prefer the zombies one better because there's a clear player versus player in that game.
Yeah.
Semi co-op games work if you have a decent mechanic to it. We really didn't semi co-op this at all.
No.
We played it straight like it was
Yeah, we
zombies.
played it like zombies. I was like, here, take these people in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just like, oh.
I felt like I was playing that.
It's not like, oh, hey, you need cards? Here's a cultist you can take out real easy. No, it's like,
Yeah.
here,
Here's
die.
55.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happened to me twice.
It seemed fun, but a giant cluster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it totally is. It's if you've ever played Castle Panic, the zombie version of Castle Panic,
Oh,
it
kinda
happens
feels like
also.
that. Yeah.
It happens also when you have like 80 zombies on the map and they're all moving in a certain direction based on where you are. And you're just like, oh, well, I'm just leading people in a circle.
Yeah. I like that one. That one's difficult too.
Yeah. If this had the same rules as zombies, it probably would have been okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's what you should probably do if you want to play this again.
I'm just gonna play it like
play it as
zombies.
Play it
Yeah.
as zombies. Yeah, forget about all of the semi-co-op bullcrap that's in it.
Yeah.
And just straight up,
Makes sense.
like, send people to their death.
Why are you looking at me?
Basically.
I died twice.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The automatic cards weren't even in the rulebook.
No.
There was
Yeah.
nothing in there about it. So we were kind of clueless on that one for a little bit.
I used them as a take that thing at first. and
Yeah.
it's like, I'm gonna
Which
do
I mean makes
Which is how
sense.
zombies was.
Yeah.
Um,
That's how I was taking those cards. I didn't actually read the entire card, obviously. I know.
But it kind of makes sense to me based on what they call these cards. They aren't like player cards, they're event cards,
Yeah.
which makes more sense. But if they were going to put it as an event card, then they should have it fully like automatic, regular, and weapons and stuff like that. They should tell you what
yeah,
each
the
do.
category of what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't do any of that. House ruling is a must for this one, for sure.
Well, like in zombies, we house rule like the movement and things like that.
I
So
do
it
like
makes
this
sense.
movement. That might be
Yeah,
better.
I like that too. It's different.
So
Yeah,
if you're
adding-
more hurt because you're slower art, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I might house rule that one into zombies.
So,
yeah, that makes
instead
sense.
of
I
D8.
like that.
so mixing and matching a little of the rules is probably gonna end up being a great game. For one or
Time
the
we
other.
should stop complicating it.
Am I complicating it? It's already complicated.
No.
Yeah, it is.
And
And then you have to solve a math problem
I am not a math person.
at the end of the
I
game.
know, it's so bad.
It will never be a good game. Yes,
No,
it will.
It is good.
Yes,
I
it
like
will.
these
That's what
games.
house ruling is
Yeah.
meant to do. For those of you that don't house rule, that play games the way it's meant to be played, I am the same way. However, when a game is this bad as far as telling you how to play, you kind of have to resort to it.
The one-page ones work for the zombies, but yeah, there was too much in here they tried to change.
Yeah.
It's like let's
And they left
reskin the zombies, but make it a different game. It's like no, it doesn't work this way.
Yeah, if they would have kept the zombie theme or the zombie rules with this theme, it would
Yeah.
have been fine.
Just keep it a straight up player versus player.
Harder to kill like the other ones. You get to roll the way they were now.
I like that the bigger enemies are more rewarding, but they didn't really pose that much of a threat, honestly. Like, I died from a cultist.
I think was that the only way that we lost sanity too, except for like on a death.
Yeah.
Was those
Dying
dudes?
loses sanity and losing a sanity roll.
Yeah.
If
Oh, that's right. That one card I had made me do a sanity roll at one point.
yeah. Okay, other than that, I would play this game
wanna
again if
play-
it's heavily house ruled.
I want to play zombie, the Evil Dead one.
Oh yeah, the cabin one.
Yeah.
You mean y'all don't put in $500 for free parking for Monopoly house rules?
I do.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't
Time
do
Roller-
that?
All
Oh,
the fees
no.
go there.
Time Roller says house ruling is not allowed in his house.
Is that a house rule?
Is that
Is that a house rule? That sounds like a house rule to me. I play Monopoly by the rules, and it lasts 30 to 45 minutes. Well, you're not playing it right then.
Lasts forever. Lasts for days.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of Monopoly game you're playing. However, this game does play 2 to 6, so it may be different with a higher player count. I just threw the regular people in here.
That's okay.
Let's stand out.
I mean, that's where I was putting them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was putting them there.
Okay.
There.
Oh, yeah, I'm just figuring. I mean, you get a whole bag. Like this giant bag of
And they're good quality
cultists.
minis too.
Yeah.
Good sculpts.
I think they spent more money on the minis
Yeah.
Then the rulebook?
than the rulebook. Well, for sure the
And the
rulebook.
proofreading of the rulebook. That is my pet peeve. If I find something that's wrong, I'm like,
There's no
really?
period at the end of the sentence.
No, one of these words did not go there at all.
One of these words didn't belong.
Was it bird?
Trey, no, it fell. You went away. Fuck.
Because that's the word if you didn't
Oh
know.
God. I'm gonna be singing it the whole night.
People complain about Monopoly lasting too long, and they keep house ruling it longer, and they don't follow the actual rules. I'm gonna be honest with you. I still don't fully know the rules, and this might not come as a surprise
Because you never played Monopoly?
to anybody. No, I play Monopoly quite a bit,
Okay.
but it's
I was
always been
waiting
house
for
ruled.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always. Every single game with different people have been house ruled. Like the whole getting loans and stuff. I didn't even know they were getting loans.
And the
Until-
mortgages and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what?
So, what game are you playing? Because I've never played
Like,
that
wait a
one.
minute.
You read a book, it's like a completely different game.
They're like, oh, you have to sell your blaster to get this card. Like, what? Like, it's Star Wars Monopoly. What do you think? Which we do have.
We do have.
Oh, cool.
We have two of them. We have the original trilogy and then the Saga edition, which doesn't go up to the newer
new
ones.
stuff,
So we
yeah.
don't have Kylo Ren minis
Oh.
running around.
It's like old.
I bet you didn't know Uno has points and ends at 500 points. No, we never did that.
No.
We never had a game of Uno ended in people punching each other
I like llama.
in the snoot.
That game.
All right, so that's it for us. I guess you guys are gonna catch them playing video games later on tonight.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Not you.
Who do you guys want to raid? Where are we going?
My phone's up, so I don't know who's on right now.
Weirdos.
I'm not that tall.
Hold on, let me check. Who's on, guys?
Guess
Yes.
I'll go live now. Oh, Timer was gonna go live.
Yeah, go ahead, go live.
Yep, do it. We'll raid.
Because I don't know who else is on. Why is my Google Maps still going? I don't know.
We talked about Google Maps. You know what Google Maps on? This is your exit right here.
So guys, to special guest Lost Steph is live. Special guest Lost Girl.
Nice.
Well, Time Roller, if you want to go live, we can go ahead and raid you. But it's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
I mean, we can go raid staff. Oh, what got me?
Maybe we can go raid Steph, and I'll jump into
You
your
didn't bite me, right?
channel, see what you're doing.
Your rabies shot.
It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. If you want to go ahead.
Kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go raid.
So again, we are. Oh, that's the wrong one. We are going to be at Tantrum Con.
Yep.
If any of you are going,
End of next month.
Time Roller is going to play Fire Tower.
Ooh.
Is that a board game or isn't that a video game? Or is it
I
both?
think it's might be both.
Okay.
Yeah, he got it. I saw it on the last unboxing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It is a video game.
Time Roller plays video games?
No.
He plays video games that are made into board games.
Oh.
So he plays the board game version,
Yeah.
which makes the video game version not needed. Which makes sense.
That's over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Oh, Steph's playing Final Girl? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a solo game. Oh, okay. That's fine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's like 3 of them there.
Yeah, that's a solo game for sure. And they just recently came out with season 2 of Final Girl on Kickstarter. I think it's
Oh yeah.
I think it's over though. I'm not sure.
Huh.
I don't really look at solo games, so
Yeah. You have one.
plus
solo
I
game.
need to get off of Kickstarter.
You do
I'm not getting back on there
for a while.
for a little bit. So again, guys, if you're going to a Tantrum Con, let us know. We'll hang out.
I need a babysitter.
We'll get some coffee. We'll play some games.
I need food.
Yeah.
At Tantrum Con, not now.
Oh, they're gonna have plenty of food. So until
Did you just try to grab Cthulhu? He's
I
not
did.
the mouse.
I did. So until Wednesday, guys.
What? Wednesday?
Until
What's
Friday.
Today? Friday.
It's Wednesday. I'm
You lost your sanity.
bird is the word.
No, stop.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.